Last time on Metanoia Blues, the crew of the Ephemeral Chaos left the island of Greentarn behind exactly a week ago to set out on their voyage north. A lot has happened since they left the peaceful shores of Salvage, both good and ill. The crew had just made off with a haul of treasure stolen from the flagship of the Dire Sharks as part of a deal to break a double-crossing captain out of a dangerous contract, and were fleeing the scene of the crime to avoid further trouble. Though they've avoided being captured by pirates, sailing has not been entirely smooth. Interpersonal conflicts aside, the Ephemeral Chaos recently had to deal with the danger of an enormous ship leech, a monstrous worm that suckers itself onto passing vessels and devours whatever tasty morsels come into its range, be they a fisherman's catch or an unfortunate sailor. The ravenous creature nearly devoured Luca after an accidental stumble into the sea, but he was saved thanks to the quick actions of his crew. Having survived the harrowing ordeal with new scars to show, the crew beat their way through stormy weather and have now come at last to the next stop on their journey. By the long light of the early evening sun, the port town of Skairn comes into view. Nestled in a bay surrounded by steep, forested hills, the painted houses seem to glow in the golden light. As you sail into the harbor, you can see a couple dozen trade ships docked there. Very few bear flags belonging to the pirate fleets, likely because of the convocation still ongoing. Most are fishing boats or trade ships restocking. Beyond the docks, you can hear the lively sounds of an open-air market, canvas pavilions set up as outdoor seating for the pubs and taverns that call eagerly for sailors to spend their coin. What would you like to do?
Scan! There's a whole ass place.
Scan on.
Scan on. You kind of scan me, mate. Sorry.
I will say, you are far enough north now that, the summer sun does not set until well into the night.
Yes.
I think I can imagine that kind of, kind of when you hop off a boat before it's even properly docked. I think Willow's in that mood. They're so keen to get off this boat.
Mm-hmm.
But I should probably do a perception check beforehand just to see. I know that you said that a lot of the boats here aren't, allied with anybody, but I'd still like to do a cursory check.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well too. I'm probably following Willow closely behind, so I'll look around too.
I'll look too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do have a glance too. I think that Willow's going to actually jump on the dock though before they look, because if they look through a spyglass while still on this rockin' boat, they're gonna puke.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. So let me get my...
Oh, 11.
A weapon?
Actually, I'm a weapon, so shut
So shut the fuck up.
Perceptione.
What are you guys looking for exactly?
I guess I'll say I'm looking to dock the boat safely. That's my main concern.
Yep,
Oh.
easy on an 11.
Yeah.
I'm looking for if there's any particular principality ships around, what kind of groups are here, if any.
Sort of doubling up on that and just to see if there's any problems around, people that we should be avoiding.
What factions are afoot?
Yes, we have so many of them on our bad sides right now.
Okay. Alright. On a 16, I'm gonna say a lot of the ships around here are, trade ships. You see, maybe, one or two ships that have the Sea Dragon flag that are obviously, we are currently doing work of, transporting goods on behalf of House Orion, because that's one of the things that like the Sea Dragon fleet does a lot is take contracts to deliver goods.
With the houses too. They're impressive.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
House Orion are in direct competition with House Lyranda.
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah.
You see, like, yeah, it's like very few ships here have principality flags. If like any in particular that would stand out to you, I would say some sea dragons, like maybe one dire shark ship. Even that's like sort of off in the distance. A few cold tides.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
other than that, it all seems to be either like nation-specific trade ships, so people from Ondare or Karnath, maybe, or the Morholds, who've come by sea over here and are just like restocking, or else it's literally like people who just live in the area. Largely unaffiliated ships. So
I will ask too, though I haven't cashed in my roll yet. Is how bustling is it? Like how lively is it? On a scale from Regalport to salvage to Regalport rather.
It's more busy than salvage. It's certainly bigger than salvage, but it is not on the level of Regalport by far.
Cool.
It's, I would say, like maybe a third the size of Regalport. And most of the activity seems to be like literally on the docks of like, yeah, this is a stopping point for people who are traveling rather than like a place to stay.
Nice. Okay.
On that 20 though, Willow, I will say you spot very discreetly hidden amongst the vessels is a Lyrander ship.
Oh, what kind?
Just a trade vessel.
We're gonna have to kick some ass.
I feel like it's more likely we're gonna break into it given Willow's track record.
Just steal it, the whole thing.
It's just getting towed away in the morning. I must ask.
You're
how big
illegally
is this?
parked.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
How big is the Lyranda ship?
2 to 3 times bigger than the Ephemeral Chaos. It's like a proper galleon-sized trade ship.
Does it have like an elemental engine? Or is it a regular boat?
It does not appear to be it does not appear to be an elemental galleon. It appears to be a trade vessel. Just I say regular, you would have to get much closer to see what, if any, enhancements there are.
Okay.
Because while Lyrander is known for elemental galleons, they also have like just well-made ships also.
Okay. Question. You said it's kind of like hidden. How is it hidden?
It is not currently flying its flags.
So I just know from its like
Build.
makeup build, yeah. Okay. Not flying its flags. That's fine. Are we flying ours?
You would be, yeah.
The Sea Dragon one? Even though we are...
It's the Regalport one.
Okay. Okay, so we got a Regalport flag, not necessarily a Sea Dragon one.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it
thought
does
it was
have the
a
mark
sea
of the
dragon.
sea. It has the mark of the Sea Dragons on the flag as like part of the design for the Regalport flag, but it is clearly understood as like you are like under protection of them, that not necessarily a member, you know?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's Raggers Port, so it's almost synonymous?
Almost anonymous, yes.
Okay.
It's like, oh god, when an indie studio gets published by a bigger house?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool bananas. Okay, well, I'm already on here. I'm already docked.
Yep.
Okay.
En's probably stepped
So-
off with you, so
Alright.
we're here to get supplies. Or use supply,
Yeah.
as it were.
Alright.
Hmm.
Dock worker here, tells you that as you're docking, you can submit the docking fee to the office and points you in a certain direction.
Nice. Hey,
Are
sorry,
you guys
another
gonna
quick
do that, or are you gonna send Varys to do that?
I think we'll send Varys to do that. Though we'll give him the money for it. How much would the docking fee be?
3 gold.
Okay. Hold up.
We've each got 1 gold. Like, do you have 1 gold? We could each give 1 gold to Ferris if you want to
Yes.
split
That's
it.
okay. I'll give him 3 gold.
Are you sure about
Since it-
that?
Yes, I'm sure. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I'll give him 3 gold. So it's from my wallet. But I will ask, is it a humbly dressed place? Do we stand out?
I would say not hugely stand out. There's lots of different people here, especially around the dock ward. Most of them are sailors, but it's not like your sore thumbs here like you would be, say, in salvage.
Right. So like if I put on a hat, would that be like, who's that? Or is it just normal? Like if I put on one, oh wait, no, it's Khorvaire hats.
Maybe not that one. Maybe not that one.
Maybe not that one.
Does he have like branded hats? Like, yeah.
Well, we
if
just
look
don't
at
want
hats, we're gonna
anyone,
go.
maybe possibly recognizing the hat and being like,
Hey, I recognize that hat feather.
friend
Wait
of
a moment.
Khorvaire? You could say that. I suppose you haven't heard the news about a ship being on fire anyway. I gotta leave.
Oh, I recognize that hat. I bought one for Khorvaire years ago. No, I'm kidding. Khorvaire would never
Good
get
choice,
gifts
it's a good
given to him.
Inches
okay.
out of the dock.
I'm gonna say Willow might just be wearing their big old cognate hat then.
All right.
Just a hat because it
They
is
had cover their
just
ears.
to cover their ears. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
over their bandana, probably.
Okay.
But isn't their nose still very much shiftery?
Yeah,
You have
but
to look
Willow's
closer for
recognizable by
that.
their ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raga pinpointed my wanted poster by my ears. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The ears are a pretty distinctive shape
The ears are the
and
problem.
color.
They're my favorite. Luca puts his hand on their ears.
Don't touch.
Anyway.
Touch me.
So, you dock the ship, you send
Mhm.
Varys to deal with the docking fee.
Mhm.
Right. Should I have this be another perception check, or should I just carry over what came before?
I mean, for Willow
another one.
specifically, they were using the spyglass. So, like, are they still using the spyglass?
No,
no,
I'm
they
just
used
like,
it at first.
I'm gonna say that Willow, I think you spot in the distance the dock mistress, who appears to be a flashy orcish woman with a gold tusk and a parrot
Ooh, dark mystery.
in the distance.
Mhm.
As Varys heads that way. So it's evening. It feels like it's 5 p.m., but it's actually 7 to 8 p.m. That's the quality of light, you know?
Nice.
So you've got about an hour or two before nightfall.
Sweet.
What would you like to do?
Do we want to try and get shopping done while the balls and whatnot are still open? Do you want to just peruse?
If we get
Stretch our
shopping done
legs.
now, we could leave like in the morning, which we want to do, right? We want to leave as soon as possible.
You
Depends
can
on the
stay
weather.
half a day.
Yeah, we're not really beholden to time at the moment
Okay.
in that
I
sense.
thought we were trying to run away from.
Nah, we are.
Well, you have.
We've made our
We're
escape
already. Yeah,
cleanly enough.
we're already much faster than anyone would expect from a fishing boat. So,
Okay.
you know, but like,
We
it
can
doesn't make me
rest?
dally, but we can rest. That's the whole idea of being here. Especially because Willow's like, huh. But, well, I was going to say too, before we go anywhere away from the boat, I'm going to set up its numerous alarms.
Okay.
At least the rug. My door used to have an alarm on it way back in the early episodes, but I could always set up a snare.
Yeah, the alarm is just the alarm spell built into the door of like if somebody opens it, you hear a ping
Yeah.
during
My,
X hours.
yeah. It was only for 8 hours.
No, this is built into the door. This is a
Oh, it's a tinkering thing I did.
yes.
Okay. I feel like
It's
should
one
be
of the many
well-
things that you spent like most of your money on in your months in salvage.
Fair. Is that still available then? To
Yes.
just check on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got rug. I might leave fish dog at home on duty.
Okay, sure.
Guard duty, guard dog, fish dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it can yum over.
Yeah.
Is that wise? No, I should keep it in my pocket.
I could put my steed on the boat.
You can do that.
I mean,
Can it fit in the cabin?
No.
No,
It would just sit
will not
outside.
go
I
through
do
the door.
feel like that would draw attention, which is probably what we don't want. It's like, what's that? Let's go
No.
look at the big glowy steed elk standing on the boat over there. Like, we're gonna come back to a crowd.
What if we put a blanket over it and it can just make perception checks? And it, yeah,
People are gonna see you summon it. Like, there are people around who are gonna see us doing this.
I will say, while Luca's steed is flashy, this is still a world where this is like possible. So it's less like, oh my god, a horse suddenly appeared.
Yeah, but if
and
I
more
saw
like,
a horse on in a hospital, if I saw a horse on a boat in a dock,
if I saw a horse in a hospital, I'd be like, "What is happening?"
It would give me pause as someone who lives near the docks and sees many boats. If there was a horse on one, it would give me pause.
Well, then- Maybe the elk can do sentry then and just walk back and forth, and it's not that obvious, but it would be like beep beep, or whatever sound an elk makes.
I believe it was blood curdling scream, as I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just to tell us guys, this is our conversation
Yes.
while we are docking.
this is your conversation while you're waiting for Varys to get back.
Yeah.
And you're like
'Cause, like,
tying
we-
things down and locking things
How
up.
big is Skairn? Like,
Third the size of Regalport.
that gives me nothing. Like,
Regalport is a large city.
okay, because my steed is like, it has a pretty decent distance of. I can't remember how much we can
Position it
communicate.
in a bush.
I think it's like a
Anyway.
mile.
Yeah,
Oh,
something that
damn.
You can be apart from each other, so
yeah.
So Steed on duty because I'd like to keep Fish Dog.
yeah, sure. And
Yeah,
it's like,
patrol.
while it's noticeable, it's not that like
Yeah.
unusual.
I
will
think as
say it
long
would
as
just
it's
be
off
like
the
a,
boat,
huh.
it'll be a bit more.
Yeah.
It can stay on the boat. People transport animals all the time.
No, it's if it's in 1 mile, we can communicate telepathically. So
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
it can tell me if there's someone trying to sneak into the boat if we stay within a mile.
Okay. Just to have it go around. Like, it can sit on the boat, it cannot. Can you imagine opening the cabin to the boat and you're trying to break in and there's just an elk like crammed into it?
I would abort mission. It would work for me.
Yeah. Just get the shit
Like,
out
you
of
know
me.
what? I'll rob another ship, actually.
Sorry, sir. Bye, sir.
Opens door, closes door.
You know, it's like, see,
Occupied.
it's like It's like if you're in a parking lot and you see like a very large dog
Yeah.
sitting in the back of a car.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Or
oh,
a
I don't
horse
see.
sitting in the back of.
It's not that unusual.
Okay,
Right.
fair.
It's okay.
To be loved
It's chilling.
by anyone.
It's chilling, and I'll just leave it be.
It's chilling in whatever arrangement makes the most sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So it can't fit in the cabin. That's a shame because it would be
It-
cute.
it
if it could.
Unless
cannot.
you, if you summon it inside the cabin, it cannot get in or out of the cabin.
His antlers.
Yeah, never mind.
It's too wide. Like the antlers do not go through
Yeah,
doors.
yeah,
I just imagine us testing this at some point, and the elk turning its head this way and that, and every time it's
Yeah.
like a dog with a too long stick trying to get through a doorway, you know?
Luca
Yeah, yeah,
pushing it on the ass, like go, go, go.
You will break either the antlers or the door.
Yeah, no, it's good.
We could break
Elk's
the antlers
outside.
off.
No, we can't.
Let's not.
Don't do that. All right, so we're set up. The boat is reasonably secure. Yes.
Yes.
It has a thinking creature on it to keep it safe.
Yes. And hopefully, when people look at that thinking creature, they'll be like, "Oh, that must be the magic I'm detecting from it, and not the elemental." I don't know if that's how it works, but whatever.
One can hope.
Zeke, is that how it works?
I believe that the elemental engine is hidden behind a lead-lined room.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you,
God.
you,
Detect
like, you
magic
did something.
Yeah.
can't
I
get
remember it.
through.
Yeah, being hidden from
So
detecting
as long as the engine isn't active and thus has like a live circuit, it should not be detectable from the outside.
Nice.
Does the
Yes, the
elemental
goal
get lonely?
No. The goal is to make sure that we are all hopping off the boat and we're all resting away from the boat. So no one goes stir crazy, because Varys pretty much spent all the rest of his time at the convocation on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to stretch his legs.
sea
legs.
legs.
hmm
What would you like to do? Varys has returned. You are docked. The docking fee will last up to a week,
Oh,
Dang.
okay.
should we need it.
Just in
Because
case.
it makes no sense. So, because it makes no sense to just like do it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Well, if our plan is to rest, should we try to scout out
We could take a
an
few
inn,
days.
or should we shop, or like we have a couple objectives here? The inn will be open later than the shops, I'd reckon. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go there after. If needed, I don't necessarily feel inclined to not sleep on the boat.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys
Wait,
can
But
look
it might be nice to have dinner off the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I think Willow might ask you guys, are you all feeling, are you all missing land yet?
Of course.
We've hardly been at sea for a week.
That's
Or
a whole
says-
week.
Quirking an eyebrow at Luca of like, that's not long.
Luca doesn't know.
Willow's looking at Luca, like, after asking, would you like to stay at the inn then?
I do like the boat.
You'll see plenty of the boat.
Luca looks around like, what does everyone else want? I'm not in charge. I'm not the captain.
I'll sleep wherever.
That's not.
Willow
Not
points at a
helpful.
nearby barrel. Willow
Yeah.
points at a nearby bundle of ropes.
And nods.
Okay.
Just because you can doesn't mean we should. We should take advantage of the fact that. Yeah, let's sleep in a place that isn't the boat.
Oh, I'm sleeping at the boat.
Oh, okay. Let's sleep in the boat.
Perhaps we should gauge the risk factor before we consider splitting up.
Yeah.
I think Willow's gonna elbow Varys and points out the Lyranda ship to him, silently, as we leave the docks. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Okay. We should probably go amble through the markets first, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously.
So, there are the tent markets, which sell all sorts of like little knickknacks and so on.
Is there like
Uh,
Skairnish souvenir that's very common?
Yeah, it looks like what they do a lot here is pine wood carving. Because they're near like these big coniferous forests.
Luca wants one.
So there's like a lot of stuff is like street food, some musical instruments, wood carved utensils or toys, like little knickknacks and trinkets. Everybody give me another perception check or an investigation check. Your choice of like depending how you're looking. You could also give me a persuasion check if you want to ask around.
Absolutely.
For
not.
information gathering.
What type of information?
I'm relying on you guys for that.
Because N and I are pretty good on that, I think.
It's just like asking what's around here.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage, little N.
Okay. Yeah,
Ugh.
we'll go up. Good luck, Willow. We'll go up together.
Everyone
I think N and I are developing a rapport of like information gathering duo.
We've learned a little dance together, which is a good thing.
Yep, there we go.
Yep. Whoa, cool.
It's a 24.
So, Willow, what you spot on an 11 is like there's a post office and notary building, and there is a Kundarak bank here, as well as a gold dragon. So, like your standards.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask? Could I deposit the like bar of gold into the bank and have them turn it into regular
Yes.
money and put it in my bank? Okay.
Yes.
So wait, post office, bank, and gold
Dragon.
gold dragon.
Gold dragon. Yes.
Yep.
There are other places as well to stay, but you haven't picked them out in particular. On a 24, and you find out that, like, in terms of other places, there's a arms and armor smithy, general store in a warehouse around here. If you're looking for something unusual, you should head to Curaçao's Curios.
Oh, yes.
And if you're looking for a good meal and some nice music, the Harpy's Coal Tavern is good.
Luca makes a face at N at that one.
Yeah, a little close to home there. I don't know if on that 24 I can also possibly get any information if there's like any notable trouble around lately, because I might kind of try and sneak that in there just to try and get a feel for, is this place dangerous, has become dangerous recently, or is like a pretty safe location? What's the likelihood we're gonna get jumped in this town?
I think the vibe you get back is like there are some rowdy customers that pass through here, but in general it's relatively calm. The more dangerous thing is if you head into the woods and stuff, but that's like quite a while away. As long as you stay within the town limits, you're relatively safe.
Good to know.
And if you mind your business, then likely you won't end up in any trouble. Though watch out for the dock mistress, she's feisty, let's say.
What kind of feisty?
I knew that. God, you're so predictable.
I'm just wondering if we can get into a sword fight or something, you know? You know?
Is that what you're calling it? Sorry, that was rude.
So yeah.
I think feisty is all we're getting. The rest is for you to figure out, buddy.
Okay. Okay.
Which you shouldn't do because we're trying to keep a low profile.
Say hello. No questions asked. How do you go?
You do that,
so-
Luca.
So you've heard of like a couple places where you could possibly find interesting things. There's Sailor's Sundries, which is the general store that will sell any kind of mundane adventuring and sailing equipment.
Yeah.
There's the Giant's Hammer Smithy, which does arms and armor. And,
Is it employed by giants? I mean, does it employ
don't know.
giants? Oh.
Likely not, since nobody's seen giants in years, but
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they've all been here running the
Yeah.
We found him.
They
All
relocated.
Damon.
Wait. So Zeke, you were listing things.
Sorry.
And if you're
Yes.
looking for unusual stuff or magic, then Curaçao's Curios.
I definitely want to go there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we gotta have a look while we're here.
Yeah.
But I know En's got some more general items in mind, so the general store is also on their list to hit while we're shopping. Yeah.
Might be
Yeah, you're
wise
gonna
to
steal for
stock up.
everything?
Might be wise to stock up on general supplies in the morning. Have a chance to just do a bit of window shopping while we're here. Have the dinner, take some rest.
Luca nods, like you're mentally going over the things that he needs to prepare for the, like, quarters. Needs to, like, re-ration and things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine by me.
A wise choice. So
I think I'm gonna browse the markets. Unless we should stick together.
We can all browse the
May as well.
markets.
And drugs.
Luca seems excited to go shopping with his friends.
Yeah. Look, I'll say Willow likes markets. It's
Yeah.
lifting their spirits.
Luca
So,
wants a...
Varys was asking if like he has leave to just like walk around on his own, or
Oh.
Oh, he wants to get away from us.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I,
I imagine
figured.
it's the kind of. No, we all disperse into the markets, but we don't have to be like linking arms.
okay.
I definitely imagine Luca linking arms with Enzo while they were investigating.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
that's that. You've like reconvened after gathering some information.
And wiggles their arm free. Like a
Varys
cat
is
that's been
okay
held
with
too long.
Yeah.
I will say, was Varys trying to peel off? Like, should we meet up later? Should I tell him
Yes.
like meet up at somewhere? Oh, okay.
At
Well,
the
then Willow will
Harpy's
probably.
Call.
Yeah, Willow will probably mention like meet up in an hour, 2 hours at the Harpy's Call. Whenever you're finished.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Enjoy.
Stay
Get into
safe.
trouble.
So where are you guys
Ah.
heading?
Hold up. Shouldn't we change the cash first and divvy it up? So everyone's got money to enjoy the
I'm
markets?
assuming that people have done that already.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
So
can give
are
my
we
bar
splitting
to
up the
Luca and he
pound?
can use his own bank to turn that
Did I
into
say
cash.
pound? I meant platinum. What's
Oh,
the log
yeah.
of platinum called that we got from Geraldine?
Log.
It's a
Bar.
trade bar.
A bar.
Ah. Yeah.
Log. That implies a much larger thing.
Wait, so just to confirm,
Yeah.
we got 2 gold bars each, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will probably go to the bank here.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
Well, you can do that quickly.
Yeah.
Do that for all of us if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll just hand it off to Luca.
Okay,
hand my bars
yep.
to Luca, and he can toddle on into the bank with multiple bars of gold. Like, hey, can you split these in the coin for me? Thanks.
Yeah.
That was 50 gold per bar, or was that 2 bars?
Yes, so we get 100 gold each.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Thank you, Colbicon.
And I'm
Sometimes you
going
do
to-
something right.
Yeah.
Can I leave you guys to sort your own money out, or do I need to
Yeah, we're
do
good.
that?
I'm
No,
good.
So,
Do you...
Okay.
wait, so we each got 100 each? What?
Yep.
we
Yes.
each got 100.
Yes.
Yep, 100 gold.
Yes.
I put
And
mine
we
in my
don't
bank.
need to. Is it sus to split the platinum?
Not necessarily.
Then shall we split that into gold? No,
Do we
platinums. How many platinums does that make?
Yeah, do we remember how much it was?
Oh gosh. Let me go look at the thingamajigger.
Thank you. Didn't I give you guys 3 gold each?
No, just
I
2.
did.
No, it was 2.
I thought I tossed you each one when we got back,
And then
and
another.
then I gave you guys another 2. Or was it just another one?
Just another one.
Another one.
Okay, pardon me. I need to check my logs.
Because you
It
gave
would be
2 to everyone.
It would be 50 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Dang. Might as well.
Is that 500 gold? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll keep it
so
platinum, yeah?
Yeah, keep it platinum for now. At least
I feel
will.
like we should put 10 platinum into like a ship fund.
Yeah.
So like,
Let me organize that later.
Yeah. Okay, Captain.
I will say that you take some time. I'm gonna say like 20 minutes to half an hour to like head to the bank and have your trade bars changed into gold. The bank teller is like lightly impressed, but does not seem to think this highly unusual. Let's say.
We're in
Yeah,
pirate town.
Yeah, it's a pirate
we
town,
had a
and
really good trade deal, you know?
exactly, it's like you just got paid really well. You look like adventurers. This is not ridiculous, but it's like, oh, you're actually. I think the comment that you get is like, don't spend it all in one place.
Thanks, Geraldine. Ghost of Geraldine.
Luca, pointedly putting most of his into the bank. I will.
Oh, look at
I'm
you.
making a little nest egg. When I go back to salvage, I'm gonna be rich. Yes, I did. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
In saying that, so we've brought back 50 platinum coins from the platinum log.
Yes.
Right?
Bar.
I'm calling it what I'm calling it.
Okay, it's a platinum log.
If we get 50 coins,
That's about 12 each if we split it 4 ways.
I do think we should take
10.
ten.
I was going to give 10 each and then put 10 in the fund.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys are getting 10 platinum each.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that in my bank because we don't need that kind of money out here.
Don't we?
I don't trust the banks.
Of course,
Anyway.
you
It's
don't.
into my pockets.
So,
Anyway.
where are you headed?
We're browsing kind of before we head to the Harpy's Call. And might look specifically for some whistles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Easy.
Yeah, little whistles. I'm imagining like little whistles that are attached to like a string so you can wear them around your
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah. Signal whistle. 5 copper pieces per whistle.
Cool. Well, I'm getting 4 of those, so...
Yeah.
I'll
You can
put
either get
those-
them in metal, like a tin, or wooden.
What's better for the
Wooden.
sea, would you say?
The wooden ones float.
Well, yeah, that seems helpful. Just in case we lose them overboard, as we are wont to do these days. We've lost so many things overboard. Most of them attached to Luca. Some of them entirely Luca.
Gosh.
Anyway, yep, I'll get 4 wooden whistles, signal whistles. It's 5 copper.
Per whistle, yes.
Yeah, per whistle. Cool.
If they're known for their like cutlery, did you say cutlery or utensils? What kind of utensils? What kind of utensils?
Spoons, chopping boards, bowls, stuff like that.
Should I start a spoon collection? That's the question.
I don't know, Luca, should you?
Secret Elsa have a spoon collection?
She has several spoons,
She
but I
has
don't know if
spoons.
but I don't know if you would call it a collection.
In my infinite wisdom of Secret Elsa, does she have anything that she likes to collect?
Stray cats by the look of it.
Well, she does a lot of gardening in her free time. So, I would say they do have like little garden ornaments, like wood carved garden ornaments, the kind of thing where you like stick a sort of long pole with a decorative thing in the ground to like help brace, for example, a vining plant like beans or something like that.
Okay, then I will get. Yeah,
Cute.
I will get one of those from every town we visit going forward.
You could get a garden gnomes.
Yeah.
It's just gonna have a whole civilization of garden gnomes in her garden by the time we get back.
How much would a garden gnome? Little carved garden gnome. Or garden thing.
Yeah, garden ornament.
Yes.
For some reason, I'm thinking duck. Garden
Yeah,
duck.
why not?
Yeah.
Duck.
It was like a little mushroom hat.
Oh, yes.
Let's say
Only the highest quality for Luca and Secret also.
a silver
Okay, cool.
for an ornamental wooden
Duck
duck.
decoy.
Ornamental garden duck.
I'm just window shopping.
Do you want to head to any of the named locations?
All of
I
them.
do. Probably the first one I'll say I'm going to, if you guys would like, is the Curioso place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah,
But if you guys are also wanting to go, then I'll wait for you guys.
I'd be happy to swing by together. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Does the general store where N is here also have caltrops?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna get some of those too.
Uh,
Of course you are.
for a bag of 20 caltrops, 1 gold piece.
Cool. You know what?
Are
Are
I'll
they
get
made out
two.
of metal?
Yes.
I'll get two.
Nice.
I'm feeling rich
Spicy.
today.
Question, can I do like a random roll of like window shop? I don't know what I rolled ages ago when I got that random plate or coin.
Yes. Give me either an investigation or perception.
I'll go investigation. I'm prying. Wow!
Oh.
Oh,
Just kidding.
poor thing. That's a nat 1.
You see the wooden carved little toys and animals, and you decide maybe not.
I feel like dying actually. Cool. I'm going to the Curiosos.
Yes.
Curaçao's curious.
Curios. Cheerios. I'm going anywhere but here. I don't want to look at those fun little guys.
And we'll follow you.
Yeah. Sorry, I made a
you.
brain
Oh.
connection.
Did you make a brain connection?
I
Good
did.
for you.
You got there, huh?
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks,
I'm
Zeke.
in character. Method acting.
Anyway.
Yeah,
That we
Curio.
get there.
Curiosos. Curios.
It's curacao, my favorite drink. I don't know what curacao is.
I don't know what you're
It's an
saying.
orange liqueur. Curacao is an orange liqueur. Curacao is the proprietor of Curaçao's Curios.
Does she
You
like
head there.
curacao?
You head there. It is a sort of like wide tower building with lots of
Huh.
open windows and perches on the outside, including like a large hatch on the roof that opens out to the sky. The sign is made out of beautifully carved wood, and as you enter, it's like this sort of like open tower. There's like some furniture on the floor, but there's no like floors or like really stairs to the higher levels of the tower.
Ooh.
The interior is dimly lit by sort of floating motes of light. As you enter, you see a very, very large owl sort of holding a pen in one talon and perched on one end and seemingly doing paperwork. A little gnomish assistant with sort of fluffy dandelion yellow hair greets you. Says, "Welcome to Curaçao's Curios. How may I help you?"
We're just looking around.
All right. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
Is
So-
that Curacao?
Do you ask that out loud?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that is my master Curacao.
And these are his curios.
They own this establishment, yes.
Liquor
What?
is wondrous.
What is this establishment?
It is a magic shop. We sell a selection of magic items. Our standards are Everbright lanterns, potions of healing, Rizian pine wands, and all sorts of spell scrolls of cantrips and first level spells.
Could you lead me to those, please?
Certainly, this way. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just browsing.
All right.
And is keeping an eye out for where they keep the health potions. Looks at Luca. Looks for the health potions.
Mm-hmm.
We've
How much are
recently
they?
expended one. We might as well see what.
Oh yeah, I
we
used
have
a
in
few.
stock.
Is that an owlin?
Nope.
Nope. That
Just
doesn't-
an
It is a
owl?
giant
Just an
owl. It's
Yeah.
a, it is
Owl.
the size of like Willow.
Oh.
I'm familiar with these. At least I've heard about
Yeah.
them back in Sharns, considering.
No, you've probably seen a couple of them
Yeah.
in Sharn.
Yeah. And also, for everyone's knowledge, giant owls on the council in Sharn. So,
Yeah.
Jonathan?
no,
No.
it's different. But I feel like that
This
is
is
the most,
legitimately just like an owl.
yeah, that is the most
Okay.
famous giant owl Ed knows of, is the one who's on the
Yeah.
Sharn council. So that's what Ed's thinking
Yeah.
of.
Okay. How much, question to the DM, how much would I know about this giant owl?
Make
Like, not
an
this one specifically, but,
make a history check.
There you go.
21.
Okay, so there are some giant owls that are, for all intents and purposes, as sentient as people. They can speak. They can conduct themselves in society. Most of them don't choose to live in cities on account of their owls. Why would they live in roofed
That's so
roofed
valid.
houses?
Yeah.
They tend to be drawn to manifest zones of, oh gosh, what is it? I can't remember what the exact plane is that is in Sharn. That's the manifest zone.
I have it in my notes. I have my Shard notes open because I just looked. Yeah, Serenia.
Yeah,
Serenia.
yeah, Serania, yeah. Sort of the like sky plane.
Yes, the one that makes things float in Sharn.
Things float. Yep.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Can they speak? Or
yes.
do they
The ones on the council, so
They do speak humanoid
maybe
languages.
Yeah, okay. I thought maybe they did like sign language or something.
No. They speak.
Say drawn to manifest zones specifically Serania or like Serania?
Specifically Serania.
Okay.
Because flying.
Yeah, it makes sense. Sweet as. Okay. Willow's just looking at the owl as they go past and remembering their lore about giant owls, I guess.
Yep.
And their relation to planar situations. Thanks, Zeke.
Does that mean there's a manifest zone around here?
Maybe.
I have a question. Is the from N's knowledge of specifically the council member that is a giant owl, is being able to assume human form a normal thing that giant owls can do, or is that a specific council thing? Council owl thing.
Some giant owls are able to learn spells that allow them to do various things.
Mhm.
But I think the ability to assume humanoid form is like not
Common.
common. Yeah,
Cool.
not assumed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet the Sean Owl.
Oh, we will. We will.
Ay, caramba.
Hi, caramba. Okay.
Hey, Grandpa.
We just
So, yes.
might. We just might. Anyway.
Why do you talk like you have beef with the owl?
Anyway, to the
You're a
owl
person of
potion.
authority
Oh my
and has beef
God.
with them inherently.
The council
Ben's
runs
got beef
Sean.
with an owl. An owl's plucked Neve away.
You can't have beef with an owl because it's chicken.
So, how much do the greater health potions cost?
They do not have greater health potions. They have standard potions of
Okay.
healing. They are slightly more expensive than the ones that you saw in Regalport at 35 gold pieces per vial.
Damn.
Yes.
Gotcha. Do we want to pick one up, Luca, or do you want to stick to your guns? Your guns being your potion making skills.
Well, we could also see if they have them cheaper in the general store.
I was just in the general store, were they?
They do not appear to have healing potions in the general store.
Okay. That's a good question. Will I have time to make potions while we're traveling?
I mean,
As
assuming
long as
another
you buy
ship
supplies,
Yeah.
and as long as you buy the relevant supplies you need, and you dedicate time to it.
I think get one potion and I will buy supplies to hopefully make a few.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll buy one standard potion then.
Yep.
I've already got 2 potions of healing in my inventory. Does someone else want to hang on to this one?
Willow, do you have any?
Oh god. One sec. I can never trust my No, I have a potion from Luca.
You want to
Yeah,
say
And
I
an
can
antidote. How much does everyone else have?
I have
Zara
have
should
one.
have one.
Yeah, we can give it to Varys. We'll hold on to it and give it to Varys.
Yeah, give it to her.
In
Okay.
case we
Okay.
run into a similar situation as we recently did.
Okay.
Yes. Now I'm looking at spell scrolls.
Yeah, and we'll
Okay.
probably toddle over to join you once we're
Yeah.
done.
So,
Can I talk to the owl?
yeah.
Okay, after shopping. Or while shopping. Like,
Yeah.
while they're shopping, I will talk. Do the
Yeah, Anne's
shopping
coming over
first.
to look at spell scrolls.
Is there any specific things you're looking for, Willow, in terms of spell scrolls?
You said only cantrips in first level, yeah?
Yes.
And spell scrolls can only be used once?
Yes. So
Can I
common
know-
ones that they have are speak with animals, floating disc, unseen servant, featherfall, and what else? Let's say mage armor.
Mage armor.
Those are the very common ones, at least where they have like multiples. If you're looking for any specific spell, let me know.
Are warlocks able to learn spells, or am I cut off, considering my special conditions?
What you might have as a specifically tome warlock is the ability to copy down ritual spells. But I think that might be an invocation.
Yes, that is specifically an invocation.
But you could always buy them to copy down later.
Yeah, mainly I'm looking at that featherfall, like, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
a bad idea for more than one person to have access to that.
Yes.
Especially considering En's, Sharn mindset. It could fall at any time. Either physically or spiritually, you never really know.
Oh my gosh.
Sharn.
We got an owl on our council! Woo-hoo! I'm going to I'm gonna look at my list. I'm gonna look at lists of cantrips and first level spells. Did perhaps
Okay.
one of you guys want to do your thing? Luca, want to talk to an owl while I read?
Oh, you know what else they would have is identify, detect magic, and let's say let's say entangle.
How much is the Featherfall scroll? Because I just feel like that'd be handy to have, so I'm curious about its price tag, regardless of study. Just like, have it there, if on one of us, if we fall, tear it, maybe we won't die, you know? Might be handy, if Willow isn't around, or out of spells.
Yes, if I'm abducted at that stage.
Yes.
I'm
which
gonna
we should prepare for.
say the.
Are you guys getting abducted?
Maybe.
Okay.
You aren't?
I'm gonna say the spell scroll of Featherfall is, let's say, 25 gold pieces.
Oh, damn, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not. It seems like a good thing to have on hand, so I'd be happy to purchase that.
Sure. Okay. While you guys are browsing spell scrolls with the help of the gnomish assistant, Luca, would you like to talk to Curacao?
Yeah. Say, hey, is this your shop? Tell me about your shop, kind of thing. Do you want to do you want to talk it legit, or do you want to just
Yeah, I'll
broad
roleplay
strokes?
it.
Yeah. Look
Cool.
away.
How may I help you?
Hi, we're in town. I'm just curious about your curios.
Well,
Smiling stupidly.
if you ask Hominy, my assistant, we have a broad selection of standard magic items. But if you're in the market for something more unusual, we do have a small selection of interesting items that are, let's say, a little more pricey.
Can I ask what kind of interesting items?
I believe our rare inventory currently, Curacao sort of leans down and brings up a little notebook of, I should say a ledger of inventory. Yes, here it is. Our current rare inventory is a wand of entangle, an immovable rod, a bag of holding, and a cap of water breathing.
A cap like a hat?
Indeed.
No. How long can you breathe with it?
Let me check the item description.
Flipping through his book with his wing.
Now, let me check the player's handbook.
Typing in his Google.
His
His Google.
His Google.
That's the title of this episode, Decided Hoogle.
The cap allows you to breathe underwater indefinitely until you speak the command word again or the cap is removed.
Nice. That's pretty impressive. I will say, when I heard rare stuff, I feel like Willow just started backing up to eavesdrop on what you guys are talking about. Sorry, Hominy.
Is it a good-looking cap? I guess that's subjective. Do you like caps?
I find that they generally do not fit my skull. But that does not concern me on account of I do not wear clothing. I am not born naked, as you other humanoids seem to be.
That is a problem. How long have you been here?
Oh, several years now. I would say nigh on a decade.
Sorry for staring. My first time in Skairn. And seeing gestures.
Yes, I understand that us giant owls are not a common sight around here, though there are many of us in the woods. I have deigned to come here to further my studies.
Magic studies?
Indeed.
Very handsome.
I thank you for the compliment.
Can I see the cap, please?
Certainly. And there's like a big gust of air as Curso near silently takes flight and heads up into the tower to peruse the various shelves that line the walls. They open a cabinet and, using their talons, retrieve the cap and bring it down. I don't know what this looks like by default, so I'm going to make it up.
Yes.
Oh shit, he's DMing! He's DMing!
He's doing it!
He's cooking.
He's doing the thing! I'm going to say it is like a bluish, almost transparent beanie.
Like sailor beanie.
Yeah.
Roger Beanie.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Roger has one. How much is it?
The price tag on that is 200 gold pieces.
Oh my lord.
It does allow you to breathe underwater indefinitely.
And we will be at sea for a long time, so...
And you did almost just drown.
Yeah. But that's like most of my money.
I mean, you don't need it. Can I am
anyway.
listening. Would a 12 have let me overhear the list of stuff?
Yeah.
What else was on there, sorry?
Wand of Entangle, immovable rod, and a bag of holding.
How much is the bag of holding?
225.
Oh, why is everything so expensive?
It's
What is
magic
an-
items.
What is an immovable rod and what's the wand of entanglement? I could guess, but
Make an Arcana check unless you're going to ask.
yeah, I'll do my arcanas.
Look up, he might
I got
honestly
an
ask.
11.
No. If he
Well-
knows he can't afford it, he feels bad for asking.
A Wand of Entangle sounds like a wand that can maybe cast the spell Entangle. An immovable rod, well, it's a rod you can't move? Question mark? You don't know.
I'm gonna elbow
Oh,
and
okay.
can you ask Luca what the rod and wand are?
Sure. And
Yes.
holding the scroll will find Luca.
No, I meant in your head. I meant you could
Oh.
message him.
You want us to be covert? Okay.
Oh, we don't have to, but like
That's-
it's just
that's
easier
fine,
than
too.
interrupting.
Okay. No. Whatever you're looking for. Hey, Luca. In Luca's head. And like head,
Oh, God.
look, snap. I snap over to Luca. And Innocence. Like, hey, Luca.
Hi.
What's an immovable rod?
I don't know.
You want to ask?
But I don't think we can afford it. And I feel bad asking if we can't afford it.
He feels bad asking if we can't afford it. And leans closer to Willow.
What's that? Excuse me, is it Hominy? I don't know. Is she wearing a name
Yes.
tag?
Hominy, yes.
Excuse me, what's an immovable rod?
Oh, an immovable rod is a magic item that allows you to fix a rod in a point of space.
I see.
Uh,
Good for cliff climbing, perhaps.
Indeed, the rod can hold quite a vast amount of weight. I hear that some private vessels use them as anchors.
Mm. Yeah, in my mind, I was just imagining like how much of the structural integrity would come from the rod if we like put it in the place of the mast and then like tow, for example, a galleon behind us. But then like, would that also be structural for the deck, or does the rod itself carry strength? That's where my mind went. If we needed to.
Well, the immovable rod, once you have made it immovable, does not move in space at all.
Damn. So that would
So
carry
no
weight. Yeah?
towing.
Oh, it doesn't move in space, so my boat moves around? No, but then if it,
Yes.
yes, I see what you're saying. Okay. So it mows through my ship. I see what you're saying. Okay. That's kind of cool. And very not necessary. So Willow will probably ask.
I mean,
and
if we were running
What
from a
you-
galleon and you needed to,
anchor it. Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't waste a rod on that.
It does
though.
have a
I'd just
weight
roll it
limit.
up.
It does have a weight limit.
Right. Okay.
It's a large weight limit, but it does have a weight limit. This is more useful for, say, if you want to, use it to rappel down a cliff.
Yeah, so the cliff climbing thing.
Yes.
Abseiling.
Can Varys breathe
Um,
underwater because
No.
of his
No.
mark? No.
Yeah, that's not.
Wait, that's the wrong element.
He's over-
He used
He's,
to be able to, but he
yeah.
got better.
He got better. Question back to Hominy, and I think it speaks for itself, but the Wand of Entangle.
Cast the spell Entangle.
How much would that go for, do you think?
I would have to ask my master what the price tag is. The wand is 140 gold pieces, and the rod is
Not bad.
160.
140 gold and 160 gold. Wow, I just got money.
This is why you're always broke.
Yeah, well, Wand of Entanglement would be fine and fun and good. I love Entanglement. All of my other characters thus far have had Entangle. It's so useful.
Do you want help?
No, I'll
Purchasing
think
it?
on it. I'll think on it.
Okay.
There might be
Sadly,
other stuff
gives
in
back
other
the
shops.
Cap. So sorry. I
Is
can't
Luca
do
looking
this.
at the cap?
He tried it on, probably. So
Oh, see you from a distance. Looking cute. Looking like a Pinterest boy in your beanie.
yeah,
Mm.
he probably tells Curacao about the
Mhm.
encounter with the ship leech. Like, if only I'd had this.
Oh, that sounds quite dangerous. Yes, this item would have been very useful.
Do you want to go halvesies on it, Luca?
No. It's too much.
How much was it?
I mean, it's not just for you.
200.
200. Also, keep in mind, I don't know if you guys want to gamble tonight. Maybe we can make some money
Oh, is that a thing
before
we're
we
doing?
leave. I don't know. We just know the parameters of like what we can get. I don't know.
It's a
Yeah.
tavern here.
Yeah, who
Okay.
knows?
Okay.
And just brought. Wait, no, sorry. I was like, and just bought knucklebones? No, you bought caltrops. Knucklebones for the daring.
That's all.
Jacks, but worse.
The caltrops are only if they figure out I'm using loaded dice and we have to run away.
Wow. Loaded dice.
What's a loaded dice?
I don't know.
Says
Why
Luca.
don't you play dice with me and find out?
Fully loaded.
Anyway, Curacao is not mad if you say, I'm not sure if I can afford this. It's like, I understand it is a big ticket item, as they say. But you are always welcome to come back if you change your mind.
You'll be the first to know if I do.
I'm certain I will.
It's lovely meeting you.
Yes. You bring your purchased items, I believe, one healing potion and one scroll of featherfall.
Yep.
To the counter. Curacao does the calculations on a little abacus with their talons, and then says, "Would you like these gift wrapped?"
I'm good, thanks.
Yes.
Okay.
It is 1 copper for gift wrapping.
Luca produces the copper and gives it to End.
I want to pay for him. And sighs and puts the copper on the counter.
And you watch Curacao very deftly wrap the scroll and potion neatly in brown paper and twine.
Yay.
Separately or
Does
together?
a little ribbon. Separately, I imagine.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got a gift for Varys now. Hands it to Luca.
I have a quick question. Could there have
Yes.
been a True Strike spell scroll here?
The cantrip True Strike, yeah?
Hmm. Okay, just keeping that in mind. It would be around the same price, yeah?
It would be cheaper. It would be, I think, 20... No, it would be 15 gold.
15 GP. Okay. Where are we going
Oh.
next?
Do you want to check the armory?
Yeah.
I assume Luca does, so might as well. And
Yes.
looking for some, like, ironwork stuff, so maybe it'll be in the same area.
You can take the boy out of Karnath, but you can't take the love of craftsmanship out of the boy.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you going to ask for a discount, Luca?
Yes. If I thought I could get away with it with the owl, I would have.
I don't know if you caught my reference.
I'm pretending that I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Zeke.
Okay.
So,
Take it away.
you head over to the Giant's Hammer Smithy. It is sort of an ordinary building with a forge out the side. You hear sort of the like, how do I describe it? The trundling noise of a whetstone wheel being operated. It is relatively late in the day, so the smiths do not appear to be at the counter, but you can see them out the back. They are a copper warforged, like a copper-plated warforged that has like quite this like patina of blue-green oxidization in some places, and a very large man, like easily as tall as Damon, but broader, missing his left arm. Who is just operating the forge. He has like a rough prosthetic that appears to be like a sort of an interchangeable like hook hand, basically, depending on what he needs at the time.
How utilitarian. That's not the word, I think, but you know what I mean.
No, but that's close enough. I will say, as you pass by, you see that they do have a display window which shows off some things. There is this beautiful set of dark plate armor that has like these like blue, green, teal filigree detailings on it. That is like basically their masterwork to show off what they are capable of.
Even En's kind of looking that over just so they can, like, appreciate the craftsmanship of that.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah, we all gather around.
Yeah, it's a full set of plate armor.
Wow. That's gonna be
Willow,
one
make
day.
an Arcana check.
Cheers.
Wow.
25.
You look at it closely and you see that the filigree is actually stylized and beautifully inlaid magic runic inscription. You spend some time studying it, and you realize that this is Mariner's plate armor. Mariner's armor is a type of enchanted armor, can be any kind, that allows you to swim in it.
Oh.
Wow.
Ah, that's the catch.
I think Willow's gonna low key geek out and like whisper explain this to you guys.
Oh, fancy.
So
Who's like-
I'm gonna say on a 25, you know exactly what it does. While wearing this armor, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, we could have used that about 3 days ago.
It's worth as much as plate armor is. 1,500 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had this pain explained to me multiple times. When I was trying to convince myself I liked splint armor.
Yeah. So if we pooled all of our money, we might be able to afford it, but that would be all of
Yeah.
our money.
Yeah. You also are able to, as Mim and were saying, you could possibly sell off certain treasures that you have at home.
Yeah.
Who we
So
giving
been
the armor
listening
to?
goes down. You idiot.
Oh.
You're the only one who can wear it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally, none of us are proficient in heavy armor. It has to be you.
That's me.
Has to be you.
I
But
could
yeah,
just
I was
not fall into the water anymore.
I mean, that would
guess
be
so, I mean-
ideal, yes.
Yeah.
We'll think about
Save
it.
for a fisherman.
Oh, yeah, the fisherman in heavy dark plate armor.
I'm gonna be writing a little. I will ask Sarah, do you have any intention of Luca using that deep steel trident?
I mean, if we can sell it for a pretty penny.
And a bookend is just like a bookend, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, yes.
A very pretty
This
bookend, but it
petrified
is a...
dryad heartwood.
Yep.
Because we can part with that. I'll go through the list and I'll post to you guys during intermission what I think we might be able to sell. But we're doing like recon for now, figuring out.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what we want to buy and how much we
Perusing.
need to win when we go
News.
gambling. Apparently. Let me go to the slots, dearie.
Are you gonna go? Are we gonna go in? Are you talking to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Warforged or the?
Both. I'm a chatty guy.
Yep.
You are.
Okay.
Mhm.
No.
Cool. So, who do you approach first? Or just like both of them?
Both. Are they together? Are they working together?
Yeah. I would say they're working in the same area.
Yeah. Say hey to everyone. I don't know how to talk to people today, apparently.
Just flex your prosthetic, like samesies.
Yours looks a spot different to mine.
Oh. Hello, are you customers?
Browsing for the time being, seeing if there's anything that desperately calls to us.
Well, then, let me open up the shop for you, and you can take a look at our stock. The
Oh god,
sort
are they
of
closed?
Hmm?
Yeah, we can come back tomorrow.
Were they closed? Have we done the just looking 5 minutes before closing?
No, it's just that we don't expect a lot of custom around this time of day, but it's no trouble at all. I was just finishing up for the day anyway. Dagda, you can handle the rest, right? And the Copper Warforged gives a sort of little nod. And the very large man, whose name is Thaddeus, he introduces himself as such, opens up the store and shows you the sort of racks of weapons and stuff You have all sorts of martial weapons, anything with metal. They also do like standard armor. And Thaddeus also says, we can also do repair and modifications of certain pieces. We also do commission, and we do barter and buy arms and armor, provided they're in good condition, of course.
I want a new weapon for Luca. What do I get?
Sahag and Deep Steel Trident, maybe?
I mean,
No, I'm kidding. You can probably look through and see which tickles your fancy, too. If you have a weapon proficiency that you don't remember you have, like a polearm.
I am proficient in all simple and martial weapons, so...
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. So in terms of ones that would work well for Luca, I would say the most suitable are battle axe and warhammer, as opposed to sword, as longsword, because they are both versatile. They are they do essentially deal the same amount of damage, but different damage types.
Well, so I was
What
thinking,
does
I gotta
Secret
know.
Elsa have?
Did they have any
Curious.
knives?
Oh, they have so many knives.
Okay, I'll be looking at
Daggers are
those.
very...
And Secret also had a mace.
Yes.
Right.
Quick question. Did anyone take the silver mirror? With the
I mean-
dinosaur ivory handle?
I mean,
Did you take it? I can't remember if N gave it to you.
no.
I gave
What?
Lucas specifically the comb, but I feel like he would have taken the mirror too.
Oh, and a question, just a statement for here. I like that this guy's also named Thaddeus. Wasn't Todd?
Yep.
Wasn't his full
Yep.
name also Thaddeus? So we have just a
Yep.
disgraceful Thad, and then an excellent Thad.
Yeah.
Unless it's the same Thad.
Oh my god, maybe.
They're not.
Kidding. Yeah, one of them was
Thaddeus and
Huh?
Dagda are Cambio at PCs.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, sorry, carry on with weaponry. I mean, I'll look at swords and stuff too, actually, while I'm here. And wares. It's nice being here.
Feels homey.
Is there any knife that stands out that speaks to me?
Make an investigation check.
Cool.
I think Luca is looking at everything. Hidden at candy
No.
store
It's an
style.
11.
Ooh.
Let me do a little check.
Look like, should I start collecting spoons? And like, I guess I'm collecting knives now.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
guess that
then-
leaves me with forks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you can
tridents.
start collecting forks and then we'll have a whole set.
This is so 30 of us.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
The coloring set.
I mean, mine are literally knives. Like, for utility
Yeah.
and
I
other
know.
purposes.
We know the endless utility of stabbing people on the street.
You never know
Mhm.
when you might need it.
I'm gonna say you find a very nice stiletto dagger.
Ooh.
It's like a mundane dagger, but it's like needle thin.
Ooh,
Oh, scary.
You don't have one of those, do you?
not yet. I'm about to. How much does
Now
it cost?
2 gold pieces.
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
I'll take that.
These are normal.
Yeah, these are just normal
metal Yeah, these are just normal weapons. Magic is expensive.
I know exactly what I'm doing. The next time I have downtime, I'm figuring out a place to hide this on my person, so I can unarm myself of all my other knives in front of security and still have that one.
Of course.
Man. You're so right.
Hide it in
I'll
my
look at-
little armband thing, so it's a hidden blade.
Oh,
Would
bro,
you
I
make
can
that
make
for
that
me?
for
Yeah,
you.
would you make that for me? Hey, Willow, and like showing you the knife
I'll make a hidden blade. I'll make it shoot projectiles.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever.
and like holding it by their wrist and like retracting it and protruding it from their wrist. Looking
Willow
at Willow.
nods like it's plausible.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna just paste a image into chat of what I think the dagger looks like.
Ooh, that's slick.
Very thin. It's like an awl,
So-
basically.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a cross guard, but it's
Yeah.
All the
sharp
better
and
to
long
stab
and
you with.
thin
Even better
Yeah.
to put in a spring-loaded bracelet.
mechanism.
Yeah,
Damn,
just saying.
that's pretty cool.
Luca is picking up and touching everything, like trying it out.
Oh, my
Seeing
gosh.
like, oh yeah, I can do this. Oh yeah, I can use this. Ooh, I can use this.
Oh god. Luca should get a lance. Well, then we have a trident,
Yeah, we haven't tried it at home.
like a halberd or something.
Mm.
That'd be nice. If you plan to use it, you can use it for spearfishing. Seems rude though.
I think it seems entirely appropriate.
Yeah. Like think of things like what would have been useful other than $1,500 armor and a cap. If for the fight that we just had.
To not be underwater mainly.
So true. Yeah. Question: what kind of swords they got here? I'm looking at their swords.
Short sword, rapier, long sword, scimitars.
The usual. I
which
mean,
is
I only
a-
just
a
recently bought my rapier.
curved sword. So
Is there any like mechanical difference between a halberd and a glaive? Because they seem to earn.
aesthetics.
Yeah, that's yeah.
A halberd has an axe head, and a glaive has a different.
I'm obviously going to lean towards glaive because they remind me of dragoons. So
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
handsome.
yeah. A glaive has more of a long bladed head, whereas a halberd has like a shorter axe head.
Mm.
God, look at where the polearm is horrifying.
Yeah, it does require two hands though, which is
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the only problem. It like removes my shield abilities.
Yep.
What were the two you suggested? Battle axe and
warhammer.
Hmm.
Warhammer would be the closest thing to what Elsa had, but made more your size.
Let me just have a look at the two. See if there's any.
Can I
I
ask
guess
what a Dagda?
You first.
What are Dagda and Thaddeus's responses to Luca's little? I imagine Luca's doing little like demonstrations just to check the weight of the weapons.
I think
Is he
they're
doing
just
that?
like nodding. They can inform you about like any specific questions you might have, or like the technical details. Let's say most of these are made with like oak hafts, because oak is a very dense, sturdy wood.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You first.
I was just asking, and they just sell weapons here because I know En's looking for some other like ironwork stuff, and if they don't have it here, En might just ask.
They have armor and weapons, but they
Yeah.
might also be able to give you some general ironwork stuff. So you can
Like a
ask.
spoon.
We've been over this.
Can they make like upgrades? Like you can make the weapons like +1, right?
Potentially,
Mm.
that costs money as well.
Yes, yes. How much money?
Good question. I'm thinking of that for my rapier too.
No, not Warhammer the game. Warhammer the item. Thank you.
Gotta be specific.
Yeah.
Luca starts playing Warhammer with the people at the armory. Oops.
My logic
taking
is
it
I'm
for a
leaning to a
swing.
battle axe, leaning to a warhammer because I don't really have a bludgeoning item.
Yeah, so we could use
I've
that to
mostly
break
got-
down doors and stuff.
Yeah. But I'm curious as how much to get it like extra strong.
How much for a +1 Warhammer? I need to double check.
You going for Warhammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna finally be Thor.
I guess.
I think there are other people that might be more capable of that title in our
No,
immediate-
I'm taking it.
Whoa.
Oh, I guess
Oh, I
Varys
see.
could. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Nah. You can't call lightning.
Look, listen.
Yeah.
Varys can do it for me, and I can pretend.
Varys hits you with. Well, I could hit you with lightning.
You see? It's gonna work out.
Okay.
Sure. How's the price hunting going?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's going.
Good luck out there.
I'm going to say it would cost like 400 gold pieces and take a week of work.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
I'll just buy the regular one, thanks.
Did you say 400 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa!
And you just
I
willy-nilly
went for that.
gave that to Varys.
What?
You gave
Oh,
Var-
the Master Scimitar.
Yeah, you gave him
Yeah.
like a +1 weapon, right? Yeah.
We stole it from Khorvaire, who,
Yeah, yeah.
So it was for free.
yeah. Free sword.
Girl math. That's Willow's girl math. I would like to buy one Warhammer, please. Thank you.
One Warhammer is 15 gold pieces.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's hefty.
Yes.
You get
Honestly,
a nice
That's
solid
on the
one
cheap
with
side to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, compared
mean-
to everything else all the other price tags we've seen today.
look.
Hmm.
Actually, I should reduce the price of the services because I was referring to standard D&D magic item prices where magic items are much more rare. I'm gonna say that's half that, so 200 gold pieces.
Okay, that's a little more reasonable.
But
Still
the
can't
same
afford it.
time, same like duration of time, it would take a week
Yeah,
of
yeah.
work, possibly more.
Mm.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, is also looking for chains and locks. I don't know if they'd have locks here because those are a little more complex.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they can, the general store might also have standard padlocks,
Mhm.
or, yeah, that sort of thing. They do have chains here,
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll
and,
probably purchase some of that.
yeah. 10 feet of chain, how much chain do you want? It's 5 gold pieces for 10 feet of chain.
I feel like 10 feet will work for my purposes.
Fair enough.
What the hell are you doing?
Chaining me to the boat so I don't go overboard again.
You know what? Can I get two lengths of chain?
Of 10,
2 of 10 for 10 gold.
Yeah, yes, you can get two 10-foot lengths of
Yes.
chain for 10 gold.
Thank you for deciphering me. Cool. Then I'll do that.
And
I'll-
yes, you can get like a heavy padlock for, let's say, 5 gold.
Okay, I'll get 2 of those too.
That's, yeah. Cool.
The stronger the better. I'm gonna toddle over to Willow with my armful of chains and locks and say,
And a knife.
no, the knife's hidden already. The knife's put
Okay.
away. And like gesture for their bag of holding, because then doesn't necessarily want to be wandering around town with all of this.
Carrying 20 pounds of chain.
Yes, I'm barely handling this as I am.
While you're standing there and like, it's like clearly holding something that's too heavy for you, Willow's gonna ask, What do you have planned with that?
Tell you later.
On my ship?
I mean, hopefully not, but
Schemes for later then.
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more question.
I've been thinking of getting something done myself. Willow is deliberately stalling just to see and stand there for ages, growing more exhausted holding your chain.
How much do the chains weigh?
They weigh 10 pounds each, so 20 pounds.
Oh god, that's like
so
your
like
entire
10
carrying
kilos
capacity.
so like 10 kilos of steel.
En's like inching closer and like, prying two fingers out to try and like pull at your pocket so they can just dump it in there.
Willow's gonna say, not that one. Willow hasn't got the party pockets on their jacket anymore. They're actually a little, the sash they wore around their waist when they were doing the heist? It's concealed under their jacket.
Oh.
En's gonna start trying to pull off the jacket. Like
Willow's
pinch.
just pacing around you.
That jacket is flowing in the wind. I can pinch it.
Wind, we're inside.
You're walking. You are making your own
I'm not
breeze.
walking that
Can I make a
far.
sleight of hand check with disadvantage?
Yeah.
What do I roll to contest?
Wow.
and
It's
make them
supposed to a nat
struggle?
20. Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, no. Not happening.
I don't think you manage. Sorry. I have my rapier out, and I'm just talking to you idly about like whether I might have time to get it forged or strengthened in some way. Would it be the same as Luca's, like a way
Yes.
weak, or
Yeah.
rapier different because it's smaller? No.
Yep,
Okay.
same.
Same work, like making it bigger. How much is a javelin? I think I would like one more, please.
Javelin is... Javelin is 5 silver pieces, and they are wooden, with like maybe a metal tip.
Okay, I'm gonna take one more.
Can I try to drop these chains on Willow's foot?
Yes.
No. When I turn around, I'm going to flip my jacket up so that you can put it in the back pocket behind me. But I mean, if you want karma, then whatever. The DM said yes.
No, it depends how long you leave me hanging, because if my arms are getting tired, I'm just going to try and attack you with this.
I don't know. When I turn to ask them about the time of how long it would take them to juice up my rapier, I'm going to reveal the pocket to you.
Okay.
Okay, can I dump them in and punch Willow in the spine?
Make an unarmed attack.
How do I do that? I don't have unarmed attack on my sheet on account. It's not something I do.
Roll a d20 plus 2.
Hope you missed my armor class.
Add 2 to this.
Oh,
16, I help you. That's above your armor class.
What? Oh, you got a 6. Yeah, okay.
Because it's
Fine,
plus
you got me.
2.
Willow takes 1 damage.
Yeah. And dumps it in, just it gives you a quick jab in like the base of your spine and
The
walks away.
kidney. Yeah. Ow.
Willow flinches while they were talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thaddeus says, "Oh, it'll take about a week, and then the spellcasting services. Mind if I take a look at the blade?"
My sword? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes, the rapier that you want enchanted.
Yeah. We'll be short here. That's when they got punched by Anne.
Anne's walking away.
Pardon me. Willow will hand the sword over.
Yeah, about, yeah, a week of work. Standard.
Don't suppose you do delivery to moving ships?
No, that seems a little out of the question right now.
Yeah.
right now,
I am going
or just in general?
You know what I mean.
Okay.
Luca doesn't know what he means.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Question though, are there any other rapiers around here that seem special or interesting in any way?
Are you asking or are you going to make an investigation check?
Probably it's Willow's style to sort of look themselves out of habit first. If I can't, then I will. Let's say I didn't. Willow's going to say, do you have any here? Any different ones?
Oh, rapiers are not really our standard fare. But let me take a look. Let me have a look at items.
Willow was going to say any that are better than mine, but couldn't think of a polite way to say it. So it's like, any other swords?
Let me look.
I feel like I'm shopping in Zelda. It's so cute. You know what I mean? Even the background music, I'm like, oh my god.
Well, we have this one here. It's Thaddeus comes back. Fellow traded this in a few months back. It's Rapier of Warning.
What's that?
So, a weapon of warning is a magic weapon that warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh. When you say on your person, does it have to be equipped or can it be in a pocket?
Equipped. Specifically, your pockets do not count as being on your person.
Gotcha. Because it's just a bag of holding. Gotcha. Okay, so Rapier of Warning. Can I ask what it looks like? I think Willow is going to take it just to sort of test out its balance and whatnot.
How much is it, just out of curiosity?
I'm going to say...
Like,
let me roll
like-
for
You know,
uncommon...
$5.
It's not that.
I know.
I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Gonna roll for the price. 75 gold pieces for this one.
Not freaking bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
I'm going to say that it is a relatively plain rapier. It looks very utilitarian. It has a simple round guard instead of like a basket hilt. So it's like your standard sort of full hand guard on the hilt. I'll get a little reference image.
Yeah, I was
It's
saying.
it's like a less fancy version of this one here, where it has like the round guard and like
That's very classic.
yes, classic thing. It's not got the ornamental swishies that some rapiers have.
My current one doesn't have ornamental swishes either. It's just got the plain basket, which I painted gold.
Yeah.
Willow also customizes all their own weapons, so
True.
they are.
Cup
it's a
hilt
nice.
is what it's called instead of
It's
basket hilt.
a nice. It's a nice sword. I'm sure it feels nice.
Yeah.
Does it feel stronger at all than my other one?
It does require attunement, and it is a magical weapon, so it would overcome resistance to magic.
Overcome resistance.
So, like, if an
Like the
enemy,
Zord.
if an enemy is resistant to like normal weapons,
Yeah, non-magical damage.
yeah.
And can I just quickly ask, so you said it allows advantage on initiative?
Yes.
And how else does it warn? Or is that
If
it?
you are, in addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range of any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Wow.
Okay, that's really
That'd be
freaking
that's
handy.
a lot.
I was gonna ask if you could trade in like your other rapier and get a discount. Like a small one, obviously, but that was a thought I had and I'd be willing to also pitch in money for this thing because it seems overall handy to have. And a reasonable price.
It does require attunement.
Yes,
so
yeah.
That would be my one thing.
Yeah.
How many do I have attuned already? I got my periapt attuned. How many am I allowed to have attuned? My gosh.
3.
I haven't thought of this. 3? I got the periapt. Does fish dog count as an attunement?
No.
Okay. So neither of my tinkering things do?
Nope. I don't think so, unless it says.
What else do I have attuned to me?
We don't have
Was
much.
it the
Oh, the umpire's coin?
coin? Yeah. Yeah. But that
And
would...
if my...
This would kind of similarly take the place of the umpire's coin, in which, like, people couldn't harm you, but it wouldn't do the same effect exactly.
Yeah, and I could give the umpire's coin to Luca, who gets affected by that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I also get affected by that kind of stuff, but you just seem to get it more. 100% I'm gonna get it, it's just a matter of when and how. So I don't know whether it's worth swapping in the old one, or I guess, how much would it get me?
How much is a rapier?
How much did I buy it for? I literally
it was
impulse
25 gold
purchased it.
pieces. I would say that you could get a 20 gold piece discount if you trade
have
in your old
customized it.
rapier.
But
Well.
I could keep it as a magical one, a non-magical one, in an instance where I need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is
not
there-
unhelpful to have, especially because I'm giving my other sword to N.
Yeah.
I can afford it.
This is why you're broke. You spend as soon as you get.
Spend my money on very useful items to save my life
Yes,
and yours.
that's true.
That's
true.
We've got stuff to sell. It's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to use the trident as a thrown weapon, or can I use it as like
you
a...
can use it
pokey
as
weapon?
a melee weapon. It just also has the thrown property.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go with that. May as well.
You'll keep the trident?
It had special properties, didn't it?
It is very effective underwater.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the special property.
Might have been handy. Where did I post that? Oh, here. So, trying to see. Can't sell them that. Can't sell them. So the only thing I could have sold them would probably be the trident.
Yeah.
I don't have any other weapons. They wouldn't want the
The
wand.
trident is not very like Luca flavored. If you wanted to sell it, I'm happy to get a weapon later to use on my horse.
Well, I feel like you should hold on to it while we're at sea, and then we can pick
Yeah.
up something else for you later.
Sell it later.
Yeah.
Smart.
Fair.
Look, I can spare 75 for a very special little guy, which is to say a new sword.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I reckon.
Get a
I
girl.
think Willa's gonna get that. My little treat
Okay.
for myself.
All right.
Nice.
Thank
It was
you
nice
very
seeing
much.
you 3 digits of gold coins. Goodbye. You know what? Willa will get... was it? 109 minus 75.
25 plus 9, 34.
Okay. What did Thaddeus say?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have purchased stuff from the Giant's Hammer, and I believe you agreed that, like, with Varys, that you'll do any, like, supply shopping, like, general supply shopping in the morning the next day, as well as any post-delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
No,
think we
I'm
would have
fine.
informed Willow how we're going to
Mhm.
do post if they wanted to send a letter to, like, Bruno or something.
I think that would have been included in the let's do mundane stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like saying
You can think
They would-
about it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Willow has been informed that they could send a letter if they like. And if not,
Yeah.
like, Luca will tell Elsa to tell Bruno that we're doing well.
No, yeah. It's one of those things when I listed off the places that are here, it would have been like post office, da 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 da. So yeah, it's like a given.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right, let's go get wasted.
So we go into the
Okay.
harpies now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems so. Oh, yeah. closing time, and you head over to the Harpy's Coal Tavern. It is near the tent market, surrounded by narrow alleys and colorful canvas stalls that are slowly closing up for the evening. A few are still staying open late, tempting people with street food and various things. The establishment is a 2-story timber building painted white with green tile roof. The weathered brass sign outside depicts a harpy with her arms spread in song. Inside, the main taproom has white painted walls and a smooth brick floor, a central hearth that leads into a big chimney, with food and drink being served fresh from the large wood-fired oven in the center of the room. There are accommodations if you need, but this is mostly a dining establishment. The room right now is unusually noisy. A company of dwarven warriors loudly starting a drinking song, banging their tankards on the table to the beat. Their voices drown out the sound of a doe-eyed shifter songstress on the stage, who was playing harp music until she got completely deafened by this company. Looks like it's a mercenary company that are like just carousing quite loudly here. But yeah, you are able to meet up with Varys here, who's secured a like table for 4.
Nah, thanks, Uncle.
Yeah. Asks, "Did you find anything interesting?"
Luca just brings out his hammer.
Oh,
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Can we all simultaneously show him a weapon? Like lightly unsheath my rapier, wielding his hammer and like flashing a knife.
Yeah. And poking a knife out of their sleeve and then pushing it back in.
See, you stopped by the weaponsmiths. All right.
You already got one. Didn't think to invite you.
I am well supplied. You've already gifted me 2 swords. I think I'm good.
Oh, we have another gift for you, right, Luca? Elbows, Luca.
Yes. Gives him the well-wrapped package.
Oh. He looks at it. Healing potion?
Luca slumps like, how could you tell?
Educated guess.
Replace your old one.
Can you pretend to be surprised?
Thank you for thinking of me.
I also have something for the 3 of you. I'm just gonna reach in their pouch and produce the whistles. And hand them one by one to Willow, Luca, and Varys.
Yeah.
Luca
So they're like little wood little wood carved whistles with like a leather strap. You can attach to a wrist or wear as a necklace, either way. Handy thinking. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Luca very lightly blows on it.
It doesn't make a sound if you blow too softly.
Willow's going to put their hand over Luca's hand, like, not here, not now.
Yeah, sound carries. That's why we whistled back in Sharn. At least me and some of the kids I used to run with. We'd whistle to communicate between towers from bridges. But the benefit of a whistle is that people don't know what you're saying. We have a code for it. And I mean, traditionally, because we were using our mouths, we had different intonations for the different whistles. But since these are just wooden whistles, we'll probably have to stick to number. But we can make up a code, and then if I'm unable to reach out to any of you with message, or you need to communicate danger quickly, this is one way to do it. What are you looking at, Willow? I see that 17 insight check.
You and the kids you used to run with, what's your vibe about them?
Let's find out, shall we?
Yeah.
Also, Willow's made the... I know it's Audrey Whistler, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Willow's just kind of made that connection in the back of their head. You suck!
Sorry, Willow. And talking
No, I'm
casually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
cool. Sound real casual.
Luckily for you, you have me. I wiggle the whistle and go, just like Audrey.
Oh no, Willow would have known it's Audrey. It's a matter
Yeah,
of
yeah.
how I know how N feels.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the name came from somewhere, right?
Are these the kids you used to do your childlike crime with? Small thievery. Small house fires, I assume.
The arson
Whoa.
is new.
Ah.
You don't get anything out of setting a place on fire.
Wait, no, I've
Well-
learned. You can steal stuff and then set the house on fire. And then while people are so distracted from the fire, they won't realize that they've been robbed. Looks at Willow
I'm
like,
gonna do a perception check to make sure that we're not being overheard.
oh, I rolled an 8.
I think you're just embarrassed to have Lucas speaking out
Yeah,
loud.
and is
Varys is like chuckling into his mug.
and is reaching over and putting a hand on Luca's mouth. Not really in our repertoire. I was an orphan. We had to steal to survive sometimes. I ran with a lot of kids that did some shady shit.
I'm sure it was only as innocent as picking apples off the back of a cart.
And does a little finger gun wink at Varys.
Well, if people have excess, shrugs, may as well take it.
Speaking of, we need drinks. Willow's gonna go get around.
Yeah, I think Varys has already got a drink, but
He was here early.
but you can call for food if you would like.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, both. As if Varys ain't gonna double park. All right, cool.
I just
I'm
realized Luca was describing the theft that we just did.
Yes,
That's what
you
you did
gotta
on
be like,
purpose.
ah,
No, that's just...
no, you're just describing my reputation plus the theft. Cool,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, that's why Anne was reaching over to put a hand over your mouth. I don't know how much of that Luca actually would have managed to say because Anne picked up on that before Luca did. Hey now.
I will say, Willow had the mannerism when they walked into the room of like they're going to pull their hat up, like maybe off. Then Luca started talking, and they're kind of like hiding under the wide brim of their hat again. So yeah, the calling for air quotes drinks is that Willow trying to call over the waiter,
Yeah,
if that's the case.
sure thing. Easy enough. Yeah. I'm gonna say that the sort of establishment specials are roasted chicken and breaded and fried lamprey.
Ooh. Luca wants to try that.
It's just a fish and chips, basically, but like
Mhm.
it's a particular kind of fish.
Yeah. Luca gets to do all the interesting food things that I can't do. So,
Fair.
Might as well get this special.
And they also have a house sort of treat of like sweet bread that is shaped like harpies.
ah!
Yeah, I'll get one of those for sure. I'll bite the head
Everyone
off
gets
of a
one.
harpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all get one.
We can toast them and then kill them.
I think we did.
Yeah. This feels familiar.
We sure did toast them and then kill them.
These are inspired by the St. Martin's geese breads that you get in Germany a little bit. That it's
Oh.
a bird woman instead of just a goose.
Aw.
Cute.
They probably like commissioned the giant's hammer to make their little, like, what do you call it?
Oh, the
Hand.
bowl.
Yeah, the little mold.
Hmm. Cute. Okay. Cute. Well, I think, what, 2 of each, or like 2 of the
Yeah.
specials, and then 1 harpy thing each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a round of drinks.
Sounds good.
Oh, how cute. Zeke sent a photo of the little geese. They're so cute.
Oh my god! Look at the babies!
Aw.
They
I
have
wish we
little
could show you
raisins
this.
for eyes.
It's so cute.
Cute.
I want to eat all
Okay.
of them.
Yeah.
I recently learned that people eat bread as like a dessert. So interesting.
Mm.
And like the dessert bread is like covered in sugar and like honey and various condiments, and
Yeah.
it tastes so good. Bread
Yeah.
is the best food.
Pretty
Yep.
damn good.
Human
That's really-
civilization's built on bread.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Damon said it was boring once.
Yeah, that's because
what
he's
is he?
lame.
I mean, the way Willow said it sounded pretty
Yeah.
boring.
It was.
But also,
Anyway.
Damon can be wrong.
And he
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Damon's views do not reflect my views.
Of course.
Because he's a boring old fuddy-duddy. That's why.
He's pretty cool. This ain't about him. Let's enjoy dinner.
Yeah.
Let's toast. It'll be a simple one.
Mm-hmm.
To Skairn.
The Skairn.
The Skairn.
Yeah.
The first of many. Clink.
Wink.
Who wants to roll me a d6?
And
Okay.
Yeah, wrong.
What's D6? It's a 5.
Okay. So that crew of dwarven mercenaries has been slowly getting rowdier during the evening as
Oh.
you have your food and stuff. At one point, one of them, who appears quite soused,
oh, I was like, that's probably like a
Lost in this
German word.
Yeah.
it's not. It's not. It's English.
Yes, I see it now.
Lost in this house.
Anyway, this very drunk dwarven woman who has like sort of large blue eyes and shaved head tries like this sort of purple hood thing on her head, tries getting up and start sort of muscles the shifter songstress, who is
Oh.
deer-like in appearance, away from the essentially microphone, the like loudspeaker, and try to start singing like this very sort of slurred, dazed sounding song when another one of the patrons who's like clearly had it up to here with the this mercenary company throws like a, I'm gonna say like a, flings a spoonful of mashed potato at them.
Oh gosh.
At her. Misses. She continues singing.
Good thing we're not sleeping here tonight.
Hits.
Oh,
second
yeah.
second one is like a crust of bread, beans her like that's like covered in sort of like a tomato sauce type thing, beans her in the face, and like she suddenly like seems to snap to, and immediately like yells and dives after the culprit.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
The rest of the mercenary company is just like laughing their asses off. But a scuffle quickly breaks out. The shifter songstress is like backed up against the wall and looks furious.
Oh. Oh.
Anything you guys would like to do as this scuffle ensues?
Willow just does that sigh of like, I just want to have a dinner.
And looks over their up at Luca.
He's making a face, but he's like, oh god, please just let them settle on their own. Are they gonna settle on their own? Does it seem like they will settle on their own?
I mean, settle might be too gentle a word.
I'm gonna-
Tasty.
Are
Can I
you
make
not?
a look?
Are you guys not jumping in?
One second. I am going to make a quick look at the shifter songstress. What did you say? She was angry?
Yes.
Okay.
She's pissed. This rando tried to like get up on her stage and sing, and then
Yeah.
got pelted with food, and is now like
Yeah.
starting a fight.
There's a mashed
Oh.
potato on her microphone, probably the one that missed.
Yeah, it's just like there's food rests on the stage, which is like gross.
Yeah.
Does
this
it
is
seem like
gross.
no one else is gonna step in?
I'm giving you the opportunity to act first, but if you want to let this play out, it'll play out.
Well, all right.
Can I? Oh, we both made a very decisive, just sounding sound just then.
Yeah, you go.
You know
for
when
it.
you do the. Oh, one of the things I'm thinking is, you know when you do the insight check of seeing whether a fight's going to die down organically or if it needs to be intervened.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the check I'd like to do if possible.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Okay. 8.
I think I'll do one too.
Yeah, if N doesn't.
That's a 3.
Okay, come on, Luca, you can do it.
And you got a 10.
God, a 10!
Any of us? I guess it's anyone's. No one. Who can tell? It's drunks.
Okay, so I'm
On a 10, I will say Luca can see the some of the like sturdier weight staff heading over to like try and break up the fight. They have not arrived yet, but they will be.
Okay, I would like a little bit of a description of the corner that the shifter has been put into. I just like, is there any defining features? What are we looking at? Is just a blank wall?
It's basically like the sort of back of a wall of like a small platform stage.
Mm.
There's maybe a couple of paintings or like some wall ornamentation there, like a hanging tapestry or something like that. Mostly she's just like backing away from the front of the stage and like slightly snarling.
Yeah, and
Sneering, I should say.
yeah, and the dwarf, was it a dwarf? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
She's looking aggressive. She's kind of trying to close the distance.
Yeah, she has just closed the distance and like thrown a punch, basically, is what's happened. As you were looking around, it's
Am I
like
closer
turned into
than
a
the-
scuffle.
Am I closer than the like wait staff? Am I
Roll
bigger
initiative.
than the wait staff?
You're definitely bigger than the wait staff.
All right, okay, I'll jump in.
Okay.
I feel like we give all of us doing that little look of we can't just have a normal dinner.
Ugh.
Is
Yeah.
the understanding? No, the understanding that we're gonna get involved. Did I have any time to attune my sword yet? If on the way here,
I don't think so.
great. That's okay. Don't want to pull a sword on
Alright.
this one anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is fists.
Yeah. You wouldn't bring a sword to a fist fight, would you? No, but I'd bring a
Yes.
gun. Okay. So Lucas rolled initiative. You've started to head off. That's
Yep,
fine.
yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah.
prepare a spell too. So should I be rolling initiative?
Yes.
Okay, I also have something I want to do, so I'll
I'm gonna say that's the wait staff.
13.
Okay, we're still in
Willow,
front of everyone.
Willow jumps
Shite.
first.
Oh gosh.
So
You can
Luca
hold an
just stands
action
up.
too if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Okay. Lucas stood up and held an... Wait, sorry. Lucas just stood up. I am still sitting, I think. I'm just finishing my drink.
Chuck it back.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sipping.
use bonus action swig. Drain the glass.
Oh, no, I think I'm sipping. I'm chilling for now.
Okay.
But initiative is,
High.
still, Okay, I think I will prepare a vortex warp
Okay.
Smart.
and hold it.
Okay.
I'm just
All
sitting.
right, N.
God, this dwarf lady seems pretty focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to scare everyone.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
So I think a real quick and dirty way to try and make this all go away, at least for one person, is to scare the shit out of this orc or this dwarf lady.
Dwarf? Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna use Phantasmal Force.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Cool.
And I'm trying to think of a monster that fits in this space because all that's coming to mind is dragon, and I need something smaller. So,
Small dragon.
Cockatrice?
do you think that would
Cockatrice.
work on this lady,
Harpy?
or does she seem? Oh,
Dramatic.
Harpy's a good one. Harpy's a good one. Or does she seem
It's appropriate.
like how weathered does she seem? How intense do I need to go to scare this one?
I mean, I don't know. She seems like a mercenary.
Cockatrice is pretty distracting. It does have the whole turns you to stone thing, and I'm familiar enough with them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and like tucks their hands under the table and does the little motion they did when they used this spell for the first time, where they start tracing the shape of a cockatrice on their palm, and we'll just give that a shot, see if it lands.
Okay. What's the save?
No, that's intelligence saving throw.
Yes. What's the DC?
So that's 15.
Okay.
Ooh.
Unnatural one.
Oh, dear.
This woman is not the sharpest tool in the
Yeah.
shed, or anything resembling sharp, really.
So a cockatrice
Um,
appears on the stage and starts squawking and going towards her like it's gonna start pecking. I'm not attacking yet, but it's got intention.
Okay. Cool.
No one knows I've done this.
No one knows that you have done this. She just suddenly, like, wheels around and, like, looks shocked and, like, tries to grab for a weapon which she does not have on her at the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to corral her out, essentially, is what it's...
This is, like,
His
trying
objective
to-
is.
Yeah. Yeah. Luca!
Yeah. I'm gonna. Are there still physical fights happening?
It looks like the patron who threw the food might
Oh, good. Okay.
be winding up for another swing. Appears to be a half elf woman.
Okay. I'm gonna step in and maybe put a hand on their hand and be like, "Hey, calm down.
Make a persuasion check.
We're all friends here." That's an 11.
We're rolling a lot of those today.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Just gonna end in me getting punched. I can feel it.
We're all friends here.
Or mashed.
Famous
Mashed.
last word.
I mean, you might get mashed.
Mashed?
Mashed potatoed.
Oh, gotcha.
Waste of good food.
That's an 8 on the wisdom check for the bandit.
Okay.
Yeah. It is an 8.
I think she'll throw one punch at the back of this dwarf's head. So.
Oh god. Past Luca?
I assume he came up from behind her.
Yeah. How close are we?
Oh. You can absorb it, my guy.
Yeah, I'm like, are we in 5 feet?
Oh my
God.
Oh!
Not 20.
Luca, you might want to absorb that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Can I use my Vigilant Guardian to like swap places? Are we close enough?
Yeah,
my
you're
gosh.
close enough that you don't even really have to swap places so much as you just like step to the side and like take a gut punch.
Yeah. That hits those.
That does hit you. So you take 6 damage
Oh my gosh.
as she
Okay.
like like punches you in the sternum. Like it. You have armor on, so it doesn't like bruise maybe as bad, but you still feel the impact of like ooh. Ugh.
Oh.
I think everyone felt that impact.
It's like there's a loud bang basically. And she like withdraws her fist. It's like ow.
Punching a pot.
Yeah.
I think Willow
Pretty
laughs
much.
a little from where they've just been preparing their vortex warp. Little gun spinnies in one hand, little sippy drink in the other one, and like a chuckle
Yep.
at Luca getting beans.
I'm just trying to be a nice guy, have a nice dinner with my family.
Okay. Okay, and now I'm gonna roll for the waiters to step in and drag this rowdy dwarf out of the room.
She's drunk, so if she starts screaming at cockatrice, who's gonna believe her?
Oh.
I'm gonna roll with advantage, and then...
Nope.
Exactly the same. Cool.
Boys are not doing great.
There's a wild cockatrice here!
She's got that drunk strength, you know?
She's flailing.
Yeah, see? She's got the drunk
Yeah.
strength.
They're like, man, we're gonna have to ask you to leave, and they try and like grab her, and she's like, do you not see that fucking thing? What?
Meanwhile, her vision is just like literally squawking cockatrice coming at her.
Wait, can you
Yeah.
imagine her pointing at the stage, being like, "Do you not see that thing?" And the shifter's like, "What?
Excuse me? And can you make me a little sleight of hand check?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Oh,
Ooh, no, that was
Nope,
them.
Gotcha.
Never
It's
mind.
25
Ooh.
sleight of hand check.
Nobody noticed you
25 to
cast the
19.
spell.
I'm wondering, it's like under the table, and then I'm sipping my drink. I'm sipping my drink through
bro,
all
we're doing the
this.
same thing right now.
Yeah. Willow and Anne exchanging looks, sipping my drink as this is going down.
Can we do a little cheers, a little clink
Yeah.
when Luca gets punched in the stomach?
Clink as a free action.
We hear the
Cool.
clang. We hear the clang of Luca's armor, and then we clink our glasses.
I'm gonna
What's Ferris
say
doing? Did he roll?
he has not rolled. He's kind of mostly watching this unfold.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
like,
He's too old for this.
I'm not getting involved right now. The thug will swing wildly. The dwarven mercenary will swing wildly at the cockatrice, like drawing her weapon. Basically,
Oh,
Mhm.
I just want to see how
Oh, mhm. Yep.
swings
Correct.
wildly.
I
Like misses. I think she like hits part of the wooden stage, and it like there's a slight thunk.
Yeah. What I can almost imagine is like swings once, and it technically might have landed, but this thing is not actually tangible, and she's too
Yeah,
drunk to
it-
realize that it went through.
It's not even that. Like it's like she's aware that she missed.
I missed. I swung,
Yeah.
and I missed. So I swung again,
Yeah.
and I missed.
Yep.
I'm trying to keep the cockatrice away from the people.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's working out fine.
Safe.
But yeah, she's trying to attack an invisible monster that isn't actually there, that nobody else can see.
What was in that drink?
How much have you had?
Yeah. Do I get another go, or are we still in
Yes,
the...
we're back around to the top of the round. Willow, technically your turn again.
I mean, I might as well. I've already prepared it.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Hey, tell me what's outside. Any?
The street.
The street. Anything
Yeah.
particular, like water fountain or lake or any little.
There might be a trough for people coming in from inland to water any horses, perhaps, or other mounts.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would like to cast Vortex Warp.
So that's a what saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I need to stop closing that character sheet.
She doesn't get disadvantage on this by merit of drunkenness.
No, drunk is only ability checks, but
Doesn't
that's a
need
12.
it, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't meet my spell save.
So what'd you do?
From the table, Willow, I think, places down their drink and just spins the crossbow into their hand, aims, fires at her.
Mhm.
She turns into that little ball, whoops back into the crossbow. Willow angles the crossbow outside to the trough and releases her.
Be
There's
free.
a loud splash and startle as she is sent hurtling like basically through a window. Like it doesn't break the window, but like the light bounces through the window and just she ends up like there's a splash and like a crash as she like falls into the trough, knocks it over. The horses, like the one or two horses that are outside, like actually I think it's like a horse and a giant goat, rear back, and she just like staggers. Everybody in the establishment is like, what just happened?
Willow eats some chips. I would like to probably roll a sleight of hand or stealth or something.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check. The DC for this is going to be very high because you have kind of flashy magic.
It's a whole
Sorry.
ass crossbow.
Yeah,
Sleight
you
of
just
hand?
shot someone.
Yes. And I don't think it's quiet either.
Oh,
Ooh.
18.
Mm.
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high. I'm gonna do a general. Okay. I'm gonna say that the leader of the mercenary company didn't see you, but I think like
Nice.
probably one or two other people who were like closer to your table may have seen the crossbow be drawn. They don't know what to make of it because it all happened very, very fast, but
Yeah. It was a very quick draw moment too.
yes, absolutely.
Just pew pew.
Pew!
It's noon
Cool.
somewhere because you shot a gun and also are drinking.
Yeah. Well, now I'm having hot chip.
It's high noon somewhere.
Cool. Oh, amazing. So, I think, like that happens very rapidly. Everybody's like, "What?" Luca, make one more persuasion check.
Oh. Fingers crossed I fail. 17. Gonna say
Whoa.
probably not.
Yeah.
I'm a
I think,
convincing
yeah.
boy.
I think now that this person has, like, gotten the reflexive swing out, they're like, okay, well, she's gone now. So, confusion. I am going to say that, like, the rest of the mercenary company is, like, very alarmed that their compatriot has suddenly disappeared, and there's a bit of an uproar.
Yeah.
Surely they heard her land outside with the splash.
Oh, they did, but, like, it
Okay.
happened really fast. Like, even if you hear something, like, crash behind you, you don't immediately know what it is.
That's got to be my mercenary friend.
It's like, what the fuck just happened? One of them rushes over to the window. Let's do some general perception checks.
And holds out their hand under the table for a low 5 with Willow.
It does. Right back, little smirk as we're eating it.
Yeah, okay, like... I think there's a shout of, like, somebody threw her into the water trough!
Yep, they sure did.
The, like, shifter songstress on the thing is like, serves her right! There's a little bit of chaos as, like, a couple people, like, run out, and the waiters step up and is like, I think you're, like, step up to the clear leader of this mercenary company and says, I think it might be best if you take your companions elsewhere for the rest of the night.
Do they listen? They better listen. Or not.
Guys, pick high or low.
Low.
Low, yeah. Rummy?
Okay.
Oh, we each get one?
No, it's just,
I was team choice.
Low's fine then.
it's a high.
I was gonna choose high, but majority vote and like, okay.
Now, Roman, hey, you're right, but you didn't, okay?
You did it!
I didn't know we didn't all get one choice. Or else I would
I also thought we all got one choice. Sorry, Ron. I'm sorry.
It's
I
fine.
fucked it all up. What do you want to say?
It's okay, I'll just get us out of whatever this is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Jesus. Oh no, more drama. Who cares? Sorry,
Yeah.
How dare is what I was trying to say. Sorry, it rhymed.
Who care? No, how dare.
It's like, what is
This is all a ploy for us to get a free dinner.
Huh?
If we save the day heroically.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I see.
Free
I see.
food.
Okay,
I think
maybe.
the mercenary captain says, now hold on, we were behaving ourselves perfectly fine until the other patron there started a riot. Going up on stage isn't a crime.
The big eye roll, I imagine, from all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, like, belligerently sits down and orders another round.
Ugh. Look, I do want to go help.
Yeah, Luke is like, come on, there's clearly been some issues. Let's all just go our separate ways. Keep things civil.
You can try and walk up to this guy and who's another dwarf. Try and make a persuasion check or an intimidation check, your choice.
I'm not ready to be into 16.
Okay.
I don't intimidate until I need to.
Mhm.
Is there still a cockatrice going around?
Yeah. No.
Outside accosting.
in the truck, he's like, it's still
It's for me! It's like ruckus as she's like trying to like scramble away, covered in mud. So what do you actually say to this guy as your persuasion? Because this will sort of affect how he responds.
I think I will say, like, a kind of like, everyone was a bit at fault here, let's just all go our separate ways and not cause any more trouble kind of thing.
I think he looks you up and down as like, is that a challenge?
It's really not. I'd rather just go back to my dinner, but...
This place is boring anyway. Sighs and calls the others. Frost Marchers! Head out. Go collect Faye.
Yeah. Thank you.
And the mercenary company follows the leader out. There are 5 more of them that follow him out and try and help their drenched and bewildered companion who's kind of being chased by a phantom cockatrice.
It'll disappear in a minute.
Are you sky drunk? Dewdrop, you hear calling.
And
And-
Luca pats the woman who punched him on the shoulder, like, it's all good, kind of thing, and checks on the singer, sees if she's okay.
Anne's taking a drink to hide the smile at the ruckus outside.
Willow's going to ask Anne quickly, what did you do?
No, just a little illusion.
Do I know what spell that is?
Nope. You haven't seen Anne use this spell before.
Willow will query that new.
Yeah, a little bit.
What a grand debut.
A little more powerful than your average minor illusion, and twinkles their fingers.
Willow laughs.
Um,
Snickers with you.
I think there's sort of a little bit of a calming down as the tavern slowly gets righted. One of the staff comes mop up the stage. The shifter songstress is in a snit and heads to the bar to get herself a drink. People don't fucking appreciate me.
Aw.
Please go speak there.
Yeah.
And the half-elf woman who threw the first punch just gives a sort of sort of wipes spits on the floor and wipes her mouth. Not at you, just in general of I got decked.
Well, so did I, but I'm not making a tizzy about it.
She got punched in the face.
By the dwarf?
Yeah.
Dang. Does she need any help? Does she need any
No, she's fine. It's not major.
pride? Yeah.
Yeah.
When Luca patted her though, I'm like, is that a lay on hands pat or is that just
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I think then she'll say a begrudging thanks.
Luca says thanks to gestures to his stomach and laughs.
He does a little snort and says, "You're a sturdy one, all right."
I'll be sturdier once I've had my dinner. Kind of chuckles.
Speaking of dinner, hey, wanna go for a round?
A round of what?
Drinks.
Yes. Oh, okay. I'm spoken for this evening.
Shame.
Maybe next time.
All right. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. So she just goes her separate ways, orders another round for herself.
Yeah. Luca comes
You notice
back.
that she has a one of the tips of her ears has been nicked off, basically.
oh.
Luca
Can I do
comes
a
back.
distant
Mhm.
insight check on her?
What you looking for?
Oh god, this is way too much information. But Was she quick to Was she quick to retaliate because she's having a rough time? That's the kind of check.
I don't think you could perceive that.
Nah,
Can I
when
perceive
someone
that?
like
Yeah.
that's I'm handing that over to Luca then.
Yeah, actually, he might
Luca
have.
can try and make an insight check.
Yeah.
Probably would have thought to do that. That's a natural 23
Wow.
plus 1, so 24.
Mhm,
How is
goddamn.
she?
She's
She's
going.
actually fine. She's actually fine. Her deal is that like she's just a rough customer herself.
Okay.
She's just fighty herself.
Okay. Well, she'll be fine. I'm gonna spend tonight with
Yeah.
my crew because I'm feeling kind of interesting about them. So,
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
yeah. Do you guys not feel interesting about me?
Yeah, please. I think Willow's gonna jab at Varys a little bit, like, wow, way to rush in.
Tend not to make a habit of gallivanting into rescue.
Oh, here I thought you were a scoundrel.
I think Luca will similarly pat Varys' shoulders as he's passing and say, "Way to get your hands dirty."
I already prodded at him about that. Our noble fence sitter, Varys Greenleaf.
Well, someone has to keep the food warm, I assume.
Yeah, and the ship, of
All
course.
right, you.
Someone has
keep
to
his
hold
hair in
back,
place.
or else
Of course.
what would leave us anything to do if he just ran in?
That's
Would
true.
hate to get mashed potato in his beard or anything. Unsightly.
All right, you.
Clinks again. Everyone toast. To Varys.
To Varys.
To Varys.
To the Raven
Jekyll.
I was embarrassed.
You menaces.
This is why you
Should have
needed
begged
time.
off for the night and just gone drinking alone.
Oh, that's no fun.
Spend enough time around you, don't you think?
Are you sick of us already?
Didn't you say it's only been a week? That's not such a long thing for sailors, apparently.
We got a mutiny on our hands.
Rolls his eyes.
Varys needs at least an entire day to write his long letter to Ryger, I'm sure.
Already sent and posted mine.
Did you?
Aye.
Sovereigns.
That's what you get up
Don't
to
be
when we're not
overeager.
looking.
Well, it's not much to report. It's only been a week.
Yeah, not much has
Fair
happened. that
sailing.
week.
Has happened, yeah.
Everyone spoke at once. Willow's looking at you all like, what?
I mean, we
It's
did
been fair
almost.
sailing. Had a little bit of a squall, but we've arrived in Skairn safely, and our quartermaster nearly got eaten by a worm.
You told him about me.
Not in a very flattering light, I must admit.
Oh, true. No, it's okay. If he
Does
thinks
somewhat
I'm
intimidate you.
weak, it'll be easier for me to take over when I get back to salvage.
A little bit of deception, a little bit of misdirection. I see what you're doing.
Rolls eyes.
Willow's going to side glance Varys and say, and that's all?
There says, "You're awfully curious."
Oh, I'm just wondering.
He shrugs. Just the usual.
I,
I rolled a 7.
I was also wondering if I could insight check him, but
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Imagine the 3 20-year-olds just staring
it's a
at him.
9. It's better than a
Oh,
7.
no.
Wow!
I'm going to.
Nothing suspicious here.
15.
Yeah, he seems to be speaking straight with you. He does not have a particular reason to lie about that.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's not even for lack of trust, too, it's habit. This.
Also, Rygan knew what we were doing. Oh, wait, no, he
Not exactly.
No, he didn't. That's why
No,
you need
yeah,
to shut
That's
up.
why I'm
didn't.
checking.
Oh, Rygan!
Luca's like,
Forgot about
wait,
that.
Riker doesn't know everything?
But he's so smart.
Yeah, I'm not as good of a high prince as I thought he'd be.
Sure, Luca. Okay.
Okay.
You know what
Easy
Willow
to
might
code.
ask? Willow might ask Varys then, no bar fights in your day? I'm sure if Captain Riker was running forward to help, then you'd be right on his tail.
I've been in bar brawls enough to know that, not to get into them when I don't need to.
Agreed. Wisely done.
Here.
Also avoided my question, but okay.
Is Riker the type? Well, was he the type in his youth, I imagine? Not so much now. I don't know.
If provoked, then aye. It wouldn't take things lying down.
Well, that would be a silly way to have a bar fight.
Unlike you, getting punched despite not being involved.
Luca shrugs. I took it standing up, so.
You did. Willow is going to clink their glass with you again. Like, good answer. Very clever.
I mean, being a meat shield has its uses.
Mm-hmm.
Not so meaty. Now I'm like, taps his armor. Just a little bit more protected. Notice he didn't answer the question very much. He's secret.
No, I don't think he did.
One day we'll learn about Riker's sordid past as a teenager.
I didn't know him that long. How young do you think Riker is?
Like 70?
You've been spending too much time around half-elves.
He's got a little pepper in his beard. You know, salt, pepper, whichever one is white.
I think Varys just, like, shakes his head.
Eden is legitimately squinting at Luca like, are you okay? I thought you were punched in the gut, not the head.
We all just squinted at Luca like, what?
You can
I
get
mean,
white
there
pepper.
is
That
white
was the
pepper.
joke.
Yeah, he's right. No, you're right. I get it. Yeah.
To Riker. Look at cheers.
No, absolutely not. I
Drinks.
was going to say, we did not come this far and do what we did to toast a rider.
We're our own
No
thing.
offense. Willow's going to gesture at the songstress. You don't intend to check on her? Looking at Luca.
Maybe after a drink.
Or maybe you. Willow was going to just look at N.
Why me?
Met a version of you that seems to be interested in speaking to a performer.
Two, in fact.
And peers over to where the shifter is. Is she still around?
Yeah, she's just having a drink at the bar and, like, chatting to the bartender, who also works here and seems to be cooling off. It's been about 15, 20 minutes, so.
Willow's going to mention put upon stage performance. Sort of
I
seems
hear
like your
you,
niche.
and puts their whole hand on Willow's face. Yeah, I hear you. And puts down their mug, and as they turn around, they change form.
Oh.
From-
Willow's going to lean into Varys and Luca. I didn't think that would work.
It was surprisingly easy.
Yeah, you were talking about a put upon stage performer, and wasn't talking to you when they said the second I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Banging on the inside doors, let me out, let me out, let me out.
I understand her plight. I must comfort her.
So by the time En's turned around, they're Thale now.
Okay.
He'll make his way over to the bar and find the seat beside her.
She is aware of your presence.
Yeah. Theo will obviously wait until she's done conversing. He's not going to interrupt.
Yeah, I think in the time it took you to get here, she's finished the conversation and is like, I suppose I should get back on stage soon.
Yes, I beg your pardon. I couldn't help but notice the unfortunate altercation.
Oh, well.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. It's just
I certainly hope that doesn't
aggravating.
happen often around here.
Not often, but let's just say it's not uncommon.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's what you get as performing in a place like this.
I suppose. It's quite unfortunate. When I walked in, I saw the harp and I thought to myself, I can't remember the last time I heard a live harp, and then those boisterous blockheads got in the way of your performance, and I was worried you would be too discouraged to play, but I would certainly love to hear if you still have the spirit.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Alrighty. Anyone?
Yeah. She gives you a little smile, and you can see that she has like some sort of almost tusk-like fangs on her upper jaws as she smiles and says, "Aren't you a flatterer?"
No, I'm just being honest.
Well, Mr. Honest, I should be performing again soon.
Well, I would love to hear it. I'll be here for a while. So take your time. Cool off.
And she smiles and says, I'll head there now. And in a short couple of minutes is on stage again.
And Thale will move away from the bar. And if there's any seats kind of near the stage within view, he'll kind of situate himself in an empty one of those by another table. Just to sit nearby and just like kind of be the presence of encouragement. Like, maybe those idiots didn't want to hear you, but I want to hear you.
Aw. Aren't you nice?
Yeah, he is.
Wait.
Motherfucker.
And inside, like, oh my god. Willow like looks to Varys and Luca with a face that's like impressed and disgust. And it's like, he's insufferable.
Is that what I like?
Worse somehow.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, you're bad too, though.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, different ways.
The songstress goes up on stage and starts playing a lively, plucked harp tune and singing along. I think it is, in fact, a song called The Harpy's Call.
Aww.
Cute.
It's like about a foolish sailor basically being lured to his doom because a beautiful woman is singing at him.
Yeah.
Sort of
What's
thing
the eye
of,
contact like with this? What's her eye contact like with this song?
With Ale.
I think she gives him a wink at one point.
Thale will go like silent applause, like not actually making noise, but like cheering her on. Smile.
Aw. Cute. Yeah. She does a little, 15-minute set at one point. Another musician comes up on stage and she does a dance number. That's sort of a solo, I would describe it as a combination of salsa and step dancing, like Irish step dancing.
Wow.
So it's a lot of rhythmic stomping.
Liz gonna lean over to Luca and Varys and say, "We're taking bets on whether Thale dances with her."
He'd be fool not to.
Gold. Yes.
Yes. Looks embarrassed.
Doesn't count.
Oh yes, there's no way win that for us. Unless someone disagrees. Looks at Varys.
Both look at Varys.
Varys quirks an eyebrow. I think she'll have to proposition him to dance.
That wasn't even the question. He doesn't even know how to do this.
That is the answer, though.
So we all agree Thail's going to dance.
Theo's not going to steal her spotlight, but if she's inviting him at all...
I don't think I said on stage. I just said in general. But, I mean, hey.
It's the same answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considerate faith in you.
Glares at the 21 persuasion in N. God, I hate this guy.
Yeah. Do you applaud her every performance?
I think kind of in the way of also trying to drum up other applause. Like, not so much to be obnoxious, like, every single time, but, you know, enough to be gracious and appreciative.
Yeah.
And if I can get other people to applaud too, the more the better.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think other people applaud.
We'll applaud too. We'll wingman for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
what
we'll
this
bump
is.
it up in the background. Oh, yeah? No. Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like you could just, take a wonderful midnight stroll, moonlit, with a lovely lady. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Thail is prone to moonlit walks. You know how it is.
Spirit of N at the table, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't know why
So
I let him
funny.
out of his cage.
This is the
I
real
think
reason he
like-
was locked away, not the trauma.
Yeah.
It's the cringe.
It's the cringe. I think she'll, after her set, go back down to the bar to, rest and refresh herself. Do you approach her again, or...?
A long
my
sigh
God.
that I'm not sure the mic is picking up.
No, we didn't hear it.
Did not.
Just so you know the vibe. Would you... I don't know, I think it really depends on her vibes at this point. I don't want to...
I think she has made come hither eyes at you at least once. So, she made eye contact with you as she was leaving the stage.
Hither, even.
Well,
Not even come here.
then I suppose I would be rude not to, wouldn't I?
Oh, Theo. We, from our table, just the quiet, wow. By the season's skies, look at him go.
See, this is why I married him.
Dale's not looking.
Luke gives Luca a look. Pardon?
That was our cover at the convocation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think Dale just goes over and, opens the conversation by talking about her playing and, which song was his favorite. And yes, he probably brings up, oh, and I didn't know you could dance as well. A woman of many talents.
Thank you, she says. By the way, the name's Diana. What's yours?
Dale, it's nice to meet you, Diana.
And I think she starts chattering, and I think she very much has her hand on her chin while she's talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
DC very low.
Uh-huh.
Can we, at a distance, also make an insight check?
I don't even think this needs an insight check.
Well, that's a 9. Do I pass?
It's almost funnier if you don't, I think.
I think it is funnier if you don't. I would set the DC to as 10 in my head. It's not that hard, but if Thale is being obtuse.
No, I think
You're at a
Wait,
distance.
Wait, sorry, I can't roll that. There is no way to not know this from a distance.
16. Let me know.
We're making
What's she
jokes about
thinking?
it.
You guys are at a distance. Can you pick it up?
I feel like this
The
is
DC's
we're making
probably
jokes about
higher,
it.
But let me know, God. Can I see her vibes? What she's laying down?
Oh yeah, she's like wondering if Tail is.
Oh, the
willing to
the
it.
trigger piglet.
I feel like, okay, Willow at this stage is going to kind of, with a concerned look, lean over to Luca and say, I don't believe she knows that Thale is a friend of Raiga, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean. I'm going to return to eating.
Luca like, huh?
Yeah.
Does not get it.
Okay, so on that 9, my question is, do you think back in like the teacher days before things went real bad, Theo would have had any, not direct like playing a harp or anything, but I was wondering if he has any like working knowledge to kind of have a conversation about the instrument at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you've definitely had harp players in the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
in the theater and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's a popular instrument.
the band players for like the music, at least of the performances.
Yeah.
At least, if not actual musical performances. And I think Thale has gotten a bit lost in the sauce of talking about.
I think you're just like. I think it's like. I think she needs to make an insight check on you. Is what needs to happen.
I'm so sorry for him.
Yeah. I think as the conversation progresses, she realizes that you're not interested in her as so much as you are interested in the arts. And she's like, well, that's nice. And I think she turns the question to like, so did you come here with friends, or what are you doing in the area?
Yeah, and then Thale will, be as honest as possible without actually giving us away. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, people saw N over there, and then probably someone saw them change over, so it's like not a secret.
Yeah.
It's like Thale not being wink interested is like, oh, he really just thinks I'm talented. Wow, okay.
Yeah. It's
Could
not
be a
like
little
she takes
ego boost
offense
for her.
to,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like she takes offense to it. It's just like oh, okay. That's what this is.
I'll redirect my energies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thale's main objective here is just to make sure she knows she's appreciated.
And she is. She thanks you very much for the compliments and for the lovely conversation. She asks, so where are your friends here? Do you want to introduce me to them? I've got a bit of time before I need to go back on stage.
Oh, yes.
It's always nice to converse with patrons.
Yes, I'm sure they would be happy to meet you. They'll bring her over.
Cool.
You can all
I'm
compliment
gonna
her
say
musically.
she's like, probably like just turned 30. In terms of age, so like she's been doing this for quite a while. Yeah. She comes over to your table and says, "Hello there. This lovely young gentleman has introduced himself as your friend." Vibe check.
Is she vibe checking us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't mess this up for me.
Ma'am, you're muted, just so you know.
I see.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
wondering. I'm surprised you hadn't spoken
No.
yet.
Yeah, no. I was actually, what I said in the mute was, I was expecting Luca to answer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, one of the things I said before was when I don't know if you heard me say incoming as Willow.
No, it
Nope.
didn't. No.
No, we did not.
Sorry. When she started walking over, Willow went incoming and straightened up and started like fixing things on the table a little bit.
Clean up for the adult
Yeah.
going.
And then when Rom said, what was it?
Don't mess this up
Don't
for
mess
me.
this up. I was like, you brought her over. But yeah, I was having a full-on one-sided conversation. Don't worry about it. But I expected
Yeah.
Luca to go first. And I was wondering what the vibe check was about. What's she checking?
Like, any you interested?
Oh. Wow. Okay.
/ is she interested in any of you?
Well, I would hate to put a bad word in for ourselves when Thale has introduced us so graciously.
Yes, this one took quite a punch earlier, if you didn't notice. Pats Luca on the shoulder firmly.
Sturdy, I believe, is the word.
I believe so.
Willow just kind of... I don't want to say gives her a once-over, but kind of. You just can't tell behind the glasses. But anyway, Willow's going to more or less raise a glass and say, nice playing.
Thank you. I'm always happy to perform, especially to a gracious audience.
Luca makes a face like, yeah. Oof.
No insight checks from me. I was looking at Thale to see whether Thale knows what he's doing, but anyway.
Does he know who's playing matchmaker this evening?
I mean, that depends on you all.
Is there a match to be made here? We just don't know.
It's not the direct intention, but like, who's
No,
he to
he's
say
just-
no either? He's socially aware enough. He's just not for him. He's just blind about himself.
Yeah, I know. No, it was like an
Just like-
insight of, you're
You can
wingmanning
see
right
it
now.
happening to other people, but if it's targeted at him, it's like, no.
I know, we've
No.
met Jaylee. Yeah, we've had this, yeah. Had something to eat? You're free to join us if you'd like.
Just wondering, just a little conversation. I rarely get to really talk with people here. You know, I'm usually up on stage.
Well-
Just like makes a little light small talk. Are any of you like putting out vibes of like, I would like to make a connection with this person, or
What do you mean by make a connection?
Yeah.
you tell me? Because Thale
was
has made a
looking to-
connection.
Expand his business ledger. Luca is feeling content in his company.
Okay. Well then.
But, you know, he's not above putting out good vibes, let's say.
Didn't know when that sentence was going to end.
I mean, what, we might be spending more than one day, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you,
true,
like you
actually.
make pleasant conversation, but unless anybody says like they are let's say reciprocating attention, she will just give you a pleasant thank you for watching and like always glad to be appreciated as a performer sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Willow is being very overly warm
Okay.
Luca is
or
warm, but not.
reciprocal.
He's
Not like that.
in a clowning mood, as it were.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. In which case, she thanks you for the conversation and then heads off.
In her absence, we all just look at Vale.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
at least I look at Vale.
They all sips N's drink. Looks back at the rest of you.
Oh, you're the most dangerous of the lot.
Also, I think we all lost, so...
Yeah, we all hand one gold coin around to each other.
Varys is like, no, I said what I said, that she'd have to invite him to dance.
Oh,
That wasn't even part. Whatever. Willow gives him a gold coin.
yeah.
Were you
think
three
technically
gambling
you won.
behind my back?
Right in front of you,
We
actually.
were doing it on the table.
I was over there, so I suppose it was off to a shoulder, if we want to get persnickety about the details.
You weren't tearing your eyes away from the stage, so I suppose so.
You enjoy the performance?
Oh, indeed. I was being honest when I
Clearly.
complimented her. It's been quite some time since I've seen a stage performance. With my own eyes.
We'll try and find one from every port that we go to now on.
Now that'll be hard.
Most small taverns have something, and if they do not have a designated area, then people tend to make space if they have the passion to perform. Side streets, barrels. You can really make anything a makeshift stage if you have the right drive.
There's truth in that.
Willow kind of glances at Varys, like, oh yeah, you're a singer.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that out loud, just that little glance. I think Willow might actually ask him, what about you? You going to regale us with a song?
Maybe back when we're out at sea.
Fingers crossed.
At the moment, I'm enjoying listening.
It's not a no. Anne's back in their seat.
Blink and they're gone.
Willow
kind of
leans
thing.
over
Welcome back.
immediately. How do you tolerate him?
How do you tolerate the knowledge that he is you, and that is you?
He's not me. That one is distinctly not me.
Mm-hmm. You
Okay.
keep telling yourself that. It helps you sleep at night.
Oh, come on, Luca. You're the one who can never tell the difference. Can you back me up this one time?
I'm learning.
I'm gonna have to hit you in the head again.
Mm-hmm. Probably for the best.
There was like such a segue line in there to like nap time.
No, I
What
mean,
was it?
It is an evening.
it is evening.
If you want to wrap up, then
Oh.
More like montage through.
Yeah.
We get to the evening. I might want to catch Willow.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh? We're already evening, aren't we? Oh, it's
yeah,
dinner.
it's
Yeah, it's
nighttime. As
evening.
in like.
I mean, more like
But
when...
do you want to head back to the ship?
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
Hey, I will say, can I ask you guys to make one little insight check
On Willow?
on Willow?
Absolutely. I
Mm.
probably would have been doing it anyway.
There's, we'll do one as well.
18.
Yikes!
You asked!
I know.
25.
What
Another
in the
18.
world?
So nobody got less than 18.
So
How you doing?
Oh, that's just for the sake of it. Laughs at
50.
Okay.
Yeah, give us your.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for you.
And yet. No, I will say that there was a moment when she was asking where Willow seemed to be considering, if not taking up an offer of whatever, at least asking her to dance, that they squashed down.
Aww.
They wanted to.
Oh,
They would have asked her to.
good.
Huh? That was such a harsh good.
Yeah, damn.
So, yeah, mainly what Rom is aiming for here is I
Oh,
want
no.
Anne and Willow alone at some point before bedtime.
Oh, Christ.
Wow.
I just clicked as to.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
yep.
Okay.
Okay, so while Varys and Luca are tidying up the ship to go to bed, Luca's checking on his elk to see if anyone came by. What are you two doing?
Where's...
I think the elk guiltily confesses that it accepted, like, a handful of grass from a small child.
It's
How
just like
does the
you,
elk
Luca.
have-
It has
Yeah, I
your
know,
your
right?
Catholic guilt.
It's an extension of him. Like,
I
I'm so
enjoyed
sorry.
the
I
sinful
ate.
grasses from a small child.
Oh my god.
I took joy in life, in scrumptious food, and now I know I must be punished.
I mean, it let a child get up onto the deck so that it could feed the elk
Oh.
a handful of grass and then nosed it off, so that's why it's feeling guilty.
Guilty.
Slightly, it's like, I did let somebody onto the ship because it was a small child that wanted to feed me grass. I don't need to eat on account of I am a magical creature.
but
Well,
that is what
but I
Luca
like
would do if
doing
Luca
it.
was a person, like an animal, so it makes sense.
Luca was a person. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is what you find out. Luca's not real.
Oh god. Yeah, no, he's a soldier.
Yeah. He's not a person, he's a soldier.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh, you're having more bonding time with Varys again. I love when Luca has bonding time with Varys.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. As you're making ready for the night. And it will.
Batten down the hatches or whatever the phrase is.
So where is Willow?
I think Willow's like headed in, kind of gotten comfy, probably the jacket off, music on. I will probably start doing some stuff. What do I want to do? I have so many tasks that I could be doing. I could start looking at my sword. Like I could start looking at the customizing of it.
Mhm.
It's also good to take a day of rest, Willow Jenkins.
Nah. Right, this is rest. This is wind down for Willow. Let's see. I have other stuff I need to make anyway. I could work on my perioperative wound closure. Yeah, actually, I will. I think Willow's going to sit down and start like looking at the periopt.
Mhm.
What
Are
kind
they
of music
downstairs?
Oh,
is playing?
oh my lord. What's the scale above smooth jazz? Is it just jazz?
Slightly,
Yes.
Slightly fuzzy jazz.
Slightly rough jazz.
Yeah. Slightly bumpy jazz.
Sandpaper grit. Bumpy jazz. Fucking jazz. Groove. There's a good groove in the air, I'd say, but it's not too much and it's kind of sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Casual. Elevator.
I will change the music appropriately.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'll fade into the background.
Yeah, there we go. Just some casual, I am sitting, thinking, making.
Yep. And then suddenly a wild Thale appears.
Oh, Lord. But how does he appear?
He just walks
My
up.
head's down at the desk.
Is this a bad time?
Oh, you again.
Thale smiles. What are you working on there?
Stuff. Sorry, Willow seems kind of distracted in case it's not obvious. I feel like they got an assortment of stuff, literally.
Yeah.
It's like, am I going to do the perioperative wound closure? Am I going to keep sketching this saddle? What am I doing? Assorted things. Is there something you need?
Well, I would hate to distract you, but I did have an invite of sorts. If you can stand to be away from your gadgets.
Willow looks away. They're thinking, what invite? Does he mean when I said he can come apologize himself? Is that what he's referring to?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Willow's going to jump the gun then. You don't need to apologize if that's what this is about.
I have no intention of apologizing. I've heard from a trusted source that it's unbecoming of a pirate. Smiles at you.
Okay, Willow's kind of taken aback, like, okay, you don't have to shoot it down that fast, but okay. Yeah, Willow just kind of gives you an odd look and nods. Okay.
Actually, what I was more interested in, I couldn't help but notice the way you danced with Captain Frostroot. Now, I myself picked up a few tidbits from dancing with Mr. Elham, but I was hoping to expand on that knowledge if you would have me for an evening. There's a little gesture of the hand.
What gesture of the hand?
Like it's a little bit of a dance gesture, like a flick into the air, like one might do if you twirled them.
I see. Okay, Willow.
And I also figured it might be easier to enjoy dances on solid ground, which we have ample supply of for a short period.
Why? Now?
Well, we both seemed a little inspired by the performance tonight.
There's, Willow's so thrown off, like, what? On my own boat?
Phil suggesting off the boat.
But worse, maybe? I can't tell. Willow's just a bit taken aback. What's the occasion?
Would it be so wrong if I simply would like to learn?
Suppose not. Willow's gonna insight check you. There's something about Thale that activates a distrust. Sorry.
He's too nice.
7.
I don't You're just like, Thale's asking to dance. Thale's asking, I get,
I rolled a 7 insight too, so I ain't learning crap.
Rom, do a secret roll to me and,
What am I rolling?
Persuasion or deception, your choice. I'm gonna say probably persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell Willow what they see on a 7.
Yeah, I feel like, Thale's being genuine. He wants to learn, and he seems keen to learn different dances. He just seems genuine about that.
Nice quality friend time.
Great. My weakness. Willingness to learn. Okay. Yeah, Willow's probably going to put aside their things. I wasn't accomplishing much anyway. Where's the stage?
Meta, I'd assume, like, what they was suggesting was, like, on the pier. As long as it's not too slippery, that would be my main, like, if it's wet,
should be fine.
Then, yeah, but if it's dry and we're not liable to slip, because that defeats the purpose,
Yep.
They will lead the way.
Just suppose I should put the coat back on, huh?
Your choice. The dance you were doing was quite lively. Seems like you could perhaps need less layers, depending on how much you get into it. He smirks a bit.
Yeah, he's so... Okay, anyway. He's so disarmingly sincere, it makes Willow sick. They'll leave the jacket off. And put the hat... No, they'll leave the hat off as... Why are they getting flustered about this? Anyway.
Now you know how Diana felt.
Oh god, Karma is such a bitch. I identified his strengths. Oh boy, I'm at the mercy of his strengths.
Uh-oh,
No, I
that's
think
one of
Willow's
my
got that.
weaknesses.
Willow becomes self-aware in that moment. Like, no, I can't fall victim to that at the same time. Willow's now overclocking, overthinking on the way to the deck. I'm going to do a perception check to see if anyone's around.
Sure.
Finally, I rolled a 23.
Luca is watering the plant on the deck, so he sees you go.
Oh, nice. We're only just on the deck. We should have some music. I mean, can I bring out the music? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. Just a little.
Bring that up.
Just
on deck.
quietly. Yeah, Willow's gonna probably stand on deck, hands in their pockets. What would you like to learn?
Well, if you were willing, the beginnings of the dance with Merodine. I can show you what I picked up from Tarek, and maybe we can build from there.
The beginnings of... Well, I mean, it's all very improvised. It's not necessarily a step-by-step kind of thing.
It has a
But
certain...
you do have some standard moves
Yeah.
that you can teach.
Willow's trying to... yeah, okay, Willow was it.
Every style of
Was there
dance has
basic-
some staples, as it were.
Yes, the go-tos. Sure, okay. Yeah, well, I think Willow's just gonna take stance at this stage, which is... I do think they will lead fail, so they will... I imagine the positioning to be similar to ballroom before it breaks away,
Mm-hmm.
in that sense. I think Willow's just going to cut through that kind of tension immediately and be like, your hand on my waist, my hand, your shoulder, that kind of like...
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Theo's
Willow's
very
hand on
familiar
his
with the ballroom arrangement, so...
Yeah. Willow's stuck here now, like, okay. No, sorry, Willow's hands on Theo's waist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, God. Okay. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing if Willow went for one and then the other.
Swaps it
That's embarrassing.
immediately.
Oh, God. Immediately.
Touch a man's waist, man.
If Willow kind of locks up at that, Theo, despite not being the lead, might kind of try to start doing some of the maneuvers he can
No.
remember.
Willow's stepping back immediately. Willow puts you in your place immediately.
Yeah, all right.
God. Yeah, I do think Willow will start just kind of with basic together steps before getting into the more like complex. These are your personal flourishes, because part of it would be like the personal part is up to your own self-expression, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have any music to suit this, so it's not the best, but yeah, okay. Willow will.
You could do it
give
at
you
a slower tempo while you're learning.
Yeah.
You're just doing it like slow style.
Yeah, I don't think... I think Willow's going to sort of introduce Theo to the sorts of rhythms to expect and the sort of steps you might expect to those rhythms. They're a bit awkward about this. They haven't taught like this before, so it's kind of awkward. I think eventually Willow's going to out-awkward themselves and be like, probably the best way to learn is just by doing.
I can certainly agree with that. Good thing I have a professional partner.
Far from it, just...
Willow, make a acrobatics check.
Oh man, I'm rolling like ass today. But I'm flustered and nervous.
Yeah,
soon.
that ain't that
Yeah,
about
exactly.
tracks for your disposition at the moment.
So it's kind of an awkward, clumsy start, and I think it's mostly because like you're self-conscious.
Willow will also say it's very difficult without the music, and not so that the liveliness of it.
Of course. I know I'm catching you at an awkward moment, and I'm sure I'm not helping by my disposition, as it were.
Yeah, Willow nods a bit awkwardly.
Now that I do apologize for. But he's smiling.
Yeah. It occurs to Willow that they don't think they've met someone like Thale, he's very weird to be around. And out of all of the personas of N, he's probably the one that's taking the most time to adjust to. As like, this is N, I have to force myself to remember that this is N.
I'd ask if perhaps you'd prefer to learn something from me, but I'm not sure that would help the situation.
What would you teach?
Oh, I know a few dances of my own. There's a reason I'm so taken by the art.
What sort?
The sorts I am more versed in are ballroom and a side of ballet. Now, don't expect any of those incredible lifts that you might see the professionals do. Obviously, I share the same strength as N, so I will not be carrying you anywhere. But I'm familiar with some of the grace.
Willow takes they make a contemplative face and then say, "Where'd you learn that?"
Well, back at the theater, of course.
They had you dancing.
Well, not the higher-ups, but I had a friend. He taught me. In our downtime, when we didn't have much to do, he had a passion, you see. And I was the closest friendly face. Before you know it, there we were. I was no professional, but he wanted to be. So I allowed him to practice his routines with me. And I still recall a few of them. I found it quite enjoyable, evidently. Does a little, shake of our hands together.
I think Willow's dancing more comfortably now that we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got something else to think about. Though Willow's thoughts have gone to, would this be one of the names on the list of victims? Ugh. They're not going to ask, but there is a pause as they consider it.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
I'm a watchful boy.
And you're right up in each other's faces.
Yeah, I'm looking directly at them.
12? I don't know if I roll anything in response or not.
Are you trying to conceal this thought?
I don't know if I'm aware that I'm showing. I'll probably try to. Probably deception though.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be like, I'm not thinking about it. Oh gosh. I rolled a 5.
Yeah. So you think Thale picks up on kind of a downer of a pause? I don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a contemplative pause of thinking about information that I've received.
Yeah.
Last I understood, he's alive.
Oh, good. Can never be sure.
Understand.
Sorry.
No, it's a valid question.
No, that's okay. I just wondered. Well, do you know that if he managed to become a dancer?
Well, I've not in my time in Shard, no.
Well, something to look forward to then.
Maybe so.
Okay, Willow's dancing a lot more easily with you now, and
Okay, make an
idly
acrobatics check
correcting.
with advantage.
Wow, we got average this evening.
Cool. They'll make an acrobatics check.
What?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a 7.
Mammy, woo!
I think there's a bit of a look of reminiscing on Thale's face now that he's talked a bit about that. And after Willow mentioning something to look forward to, there's actually like a look of distant fondness.
I think Willow's gonna ask if that's all on the acrobatics rolls. Is that all?
Yep.
Willow's probably gonna ask, so what name are we looking out for?
Evane.
Say again?
Yvain.
Spell that.
Yvain.
Yvain?
Correct.
Yvain. Well. Good name.
I did try to help him along, but I did not work at the theater for more than a year before I was fired, so to speak. Or perhaps I fired
You fired.
the situation. But he was not present in the theater, not within nor without, so
Lucky.
I can safely assume he's fine unless he's gotten up to trouble in the meantime, but he was not the troublemaker in the way that N is.
That's a relief. God, morbid. So wait, Thale said that he knew Yvain during that time, but he didn't. Did he work at the theater? I missed that bit.
Yeah, Yvain
Yeah.
worked at the theater with Thale.
Yeah, we were co-workers. And at downtime, when we didn't have anything to do, he and Thale would dance together. He would practice his routines with Thale.
Well, I think Willow might say, especially because we've been rolling pretty average on the Siren dance, which I mean, honestly, without the vigor of external
It's
motivation,
a bit
I
awkward
think
to do
Willow-
the kicks when you're
No, yeah, it's so close, it's so slow. It's awkward too for Willow to think about this dance specifically without the whole passion behind it, thinking about it. It's awkward. You know, I don't know if they'll probably if prompted they'll mention it, but for now they'll probably say, well, feel free to teach something that the soon to be famous Yvain taught you.
If you're sure.
Go ahead. It isn't going too well.
We could try again at a later date, perhaps in a proper venue with the energy. Or not.
It's something I've done alone.
Is it something you prefer to do alone?
Well, no, of course not. It's a group dance.
No, I look forward to it then. But I think my dance requires a slightly different tune.
Okay, Thale is free to adjust
Yeah,
the tune.
so. Yeah, and Thale will teach Willow a little bit of one of Yvain's dances. It's, I can only describe it as a bit more intimate than what we were doing. There's it like Thale mentioned earlier on, it's kind of a mixture of ballroom and ballet. There's a lot of delicate hand holding. There's pressing our forearms together and circling each other with eye contact and spins. And also Thale kind of teaches you to take his weight a bit. You lean back and he leans into you on the hip and then pulls you back. Stuff like that. It's a very kind of slow,
it's
delicate.
if a minuet met some of sort of pas de deux for people who are dance nerds.
I know what that means.
But yeah, it's a lot of leaning together and quiet circling. It's very sweet and intimate.
How you doing?
Look.
Theo's trusting you with his weight a lot. I feel like that's one of the primary aspects of this dance, is that he's teaching you he's basically trust falling into you in certain ways and trusting you with his weight quite a bit. He can't do it because he's not strong, but he's letting you do it. And one of the primary factors you might pick up on about this dance is the fact that it's kind of been choreographed to accommodate one person being weaker than the other.
Okay. Look, I will say for a good portion of the dance, there's... I'll break this into threes.
Roll initiative.
Don't tempt me. For the first third or so, I imagine Willow's like impressed and like adjusts quickly. There is that little bit of like, whoa, like of it being quite close. And look, Willow still see this fail as N. Like it takes a second. It's like, you know, N and I have like a kind of fist bump relationship, and then Thale's all like, catch me, and it's like, well, okay. Does N know you're doing this? There's that kind of little hurdle, and then I think like the middle part, Willow's kind of going with it. It's a nice dance. It feels nice and strong. I think Willow feels like useful. That's a horrible way to put it, but like Willow feels reliable. It's kind of interesting how the dance like puts that into feeling of like I am
supporting you.
It speaks nicely to that feeling, and it's empowering in that way, you know, in the way that like dancing well is. Yeah. And however, I would say at the kind of latter end of the third part, as it's getting like increasingly more intimate,
Thale's got like Thale's head brushes against your shoulder once when you support him, like leaning into you, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I think that little bit of like the intimacy, the eye contact, the closeness, the warmth kind of like has Willow's heart hammering in a weird way. Like it's gone from, oh, this is nice to, I need to get out of here quickly. And I think like it's going to rapidly snowball that last little few steps of like, ooh, I need to kind of back up a bit.
Yep.
And I think even Thale can sort of feel the flightiness.
Yeah, he'd probably
that close.
Yeah, he'd probably back off first, honestly, if he started to feel that tension from Willow.
Yeah, I think Willow kind of takes that, takes the final bow a bit quick. And will try and recover out of it rather quickly, but tensely, saying, that's an interesting one.
I warned you. I'm sorry.
Did you? Oh, it's fine. I just... Good to know. Good dance. I'm sure he's very famous now.
It has been 5 years. Much can happen in that time.
Willow nods. Yep.
I've stepped in it once again, I see.
Willow shakes their head but can't bring themselves to say anything.
Thale nods. Well, regardless. Now one of his dances is known outside of Sharn. That's a step, isn't it?
Willow takes a sec to, pull themselves together. Nods. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's not the kind of dance I can practice on my own, probably, but I mean, I could try.
That's why I was recruited, you see.
Right. Oh. Yeah, of course.
Can I insight check to try and figure out what the vibe is here?
No, you can't.
DM?
Yes, of course.
Right.
What do I roll?
Another 11. Add it to the calendar.
Persuasion or deception, and you can roll it to me secretly if you like. Bim.
Okay, yeah, cool. How do I roll to gum?
Gum.
Oh, I rolled it with advantage. Let me take that off.
I'll just take the one on the right.
The
one
right?
on the left. I said the left. I meant the left.
Okay.
The one that came first. Okay.
Okay.
What does Thale see?
What does Thale see?
You can choose.
I can. I'm trying to think. I think to Thale, it just looks like maybe that got a bit much for Willow in terms of like. I think Thale might see that Willow's trying to offer to do it again, but hasn't found their words for it. Not necessarily that dance,
Mm-hmm.
but like to dance again, maybe. Willow's trying to find a way to be polite. I don't know how to put this into words. Sorry, I just realized as I spoke.
Ah, well, I do have another dance that I know that might be well, certainly different than that one. It's something more Ensfield, but I do know it as well. We are, much to En's chagrin, we are the same person. Should help shake that out. The tension. Theo offers his hand.
I don't know if Willow feels like dancing anymore.
Can I...
Last one.
Theo's going to reach over to Willow, take their hand, and hold us both at like arm's reach distance, and start to do a bit of a shimmy, and it's going to eventually basically become the Charleston.
Aw.
Oh. Sorry, the first shimmy is very like, oh, I think Willow does kind of scoff laugh. Like,
Yeah. No, it looks kind of funny, but
yeah.
but just like it doesn't need us to be holding hands, but he's just like trying to almost have the vibrations of the dance go through Willow's arm and like shake them up and like, yeah, we can do this instead.
Okay, yeah. Your goofy little entrance will make Willow oblige.
I think it's enough to like make Willow sort of like laugh on reflex.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Everybody,
Oblige sounds too begrudging.
Yeah.
But yeah, Willow.
Both of you make acrobatics checks with advantage.
Okay.
$16.
Oh, I didn't click it. Yeah, 19.
There you go.
That was insane.
This is much more.
Yeah.
This
Sorry.
is much more your speed.
Yes, thank goodness.
Willow rolled a 19.
Nice. Yeah, so Willow picks it up quick.
Yeah, this is way more your speed of like
Yeah, hell yeah.
kicks and leggy and whirling around.
Yes, 100%. Thale is going to finally get like a good dancing experience with Willow after that awkwardness.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, thank gosh. Thank you for shimmying Willow back into it.
Yeah.
This gets all that tension out. And I think you can clearly tell that Willow's like getting tension out.
Yeah, that was the goal. So, yeah.
It worked.
Thale's nothing if not persistent and also socially aware.
And cringe.
And cringe.
And
I am cringe, but I am free.
I am free! Truly, that is his
tagline.
tagline.
Okay, now we're having a bit of fun. Willow will hurl you around a bit.
Get some laugh out of Thale, too.
Yeah, I think let's go pick over where Luca and Varys are, while those two are partying. Luca, what you up to lately?
This evening? No idea.
You chatting with Varys a bit, or you
Probably,
working
just-
on your letter to Seeker Elsa?
Likely at the same time. So like chatting
Yeah.
with T while he's writing. Asked if he wants to send anything to Seeker Elsa.
Oh yeah, he'll send his regards and ask after like some of the other people, and he says, "Oh, I should have probably sent a letter to my family as well."
Well, that's more for tomorrow. Today's was much more business minded, I would say.
Hmm.
Captain's report. Tomorrow is for family.
Yeah. Varys does mention that, like, the post he sends to Ryger doesn't go to Ryger directly, it goes to his office.
Yes.
So
Still, it's a kind of.
it is likely Ryger will read it himself if it becomes important, but
You know, when you tell him that we were the ones who set Cobblecon's ship on fire, that kind of thing.
I didn't tell him that much.
Well, we can't be too sure.
You could at least trust me.
Well, it's not an issue of trust. Like, I trust that he won't come after us if you did tell him. You know, it's a fun story. You'll never believe what these stupid kids get up to.
I think he can believe it on account of him having similar experiences.
See, I knew it. He's just like us. I'm only a couple of years away from becoming a high prince.
Who can say what we'll find in Karnath?
Lucas shakes his head like, no, thank you. No, I won't make a very good royal. Thank you.
Well, we have no idea what you are. Other than the mark.
It's pretty telling, I think.
He shrugs. I'm a prime example of saying that those that are marked aren't necessarily part of the house.
That's true.
Gamblings happen all the time.
That is true.
But he shrugs. Might be a sign of your parentage.
Or nothing at all. So.
Could be, but it's worth looking into anyway.
I will. It's just getting there is. What's that saying? When you like look into an abyss, you fall in.
If you stare into the depths stare back at you.
The depths don't have eyes, but
Well, you've got your crew to mind that you keep your head until we get there.
Luca pulls a face like, if they still like me by then.
Come any further on that thought experiment of yours, or?
No. I might
Ah.
inquire with another set of minds. But they seem engaged in whatever it is they're doing.
I think Tails gotten that dance that we were talking about.
So you did win.
Maybe. I think at least he's won.
Theo showing the little like swap your hands over your knees thing.
Yeah.
You do hear, I think you hear a bark of like willow laughter outside, like that big old cackle thing with like
Nice.
Theo just goofing around, and also like the telltale like swish whoosh of like too fast
Fabric.
dancing.
Yeah.
You know, like, and also on the dogs are like watch because we step like a bit too close to the side of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo bursting out laughing.
hoisting each other back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have another battle with the ship leech.
I hope not.
Well, happy captain, happy crew.
It's good to hear them laughing again.
Luca nods.
And I think on that, we will end today's session.